Is that what you were saying? Let it go?
Okay, now we're on.
Do, do, do. Go, go, go. Cho, cho, cho.
Okay. You gotta sit up straight. Look at yourself there. So you're not straight.
I'm wearing pajama pants.
Oh, I see. Pajama shorts.
Yeah, pajama shorts. There's a difference.
Here, you can't lean on that.
Oh. Whoa.
And you gotta sit up straight. See, part of your arm is cut off there?
Yeah, but that hat
It's because you gotta move towards me. There you go. Much better. Ooh, mine's weird too.
Mine's weird?
Mine is, yeah. Get a little bit of that. There we go, that's better. Okay. Now, we started early today.
Yeah, because we're gonna do a super long stream today.
Yes, an extended stream. Oh, ow. This thing's being super weird.
Hey, Dad, will I get to play Super Mario Maker 2 today?
Probably not, because after we're done streaming, it'll be bedtime.
There's one viewer. Is it you?
It's probably Mom. If I had to guess.
She probably isn't.
You don't think she's viewing?
I don't think so. She's probably busy right now.
Yep, it's Mom. Okay. All right, let's do this game here.
Can I press L and R for you, please?
Sure. Very nice. Now, when you talk that way to the microphone, okay?
Okay.
Back up.
Okay. 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 Pay.
Leave this stuff alone. You're making
Okay.
noises on the camera.
Okay.
All right, are you ready?
Yippa-da-da-ba-tappa. This is going to be like 1,000% fun.
I sure hope so. I like thousands of percentages of fun. Loading.
It's already fun.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. They're going.
After you put
Oh, you know, I should probably switch it over to where we can see. Oh no, Max, you're like all cut off and stuff there.
What are you doing, mooing? Or and tor. What are
Our cameras got moved around since the last time we streamed, so it's like spaced out. Whoa, got a new follower.
with the string?
Aaron Stew 92. I like that it rhymes. Thank you very much, Aaron.
My nickname rhymes with my real name. Max a hacks, lacks of facts.
That's your real name? Who named you, Rumpelstiltskin?
No, I did it myself.
Oh, I see. Look, you're disappearing. Your face is gone. Okay, there you go. Calm down. Max,
Yeah?
stop that. What's up, Chris?
Yeah, what's up, what's up, Cup?
Cup.
What's up, good old Cup? Cup.
Alright, I don't know, let's see here.
Ooh, backer
How far through are you guys? Y'all inspired me to play through the DX GBA version. Hold on, let me kill this dude. He's being a real jerk right now. On emulator, currently in the Key Cavern, Dungeon 3. What's your favorite part so far? Woo! It's a lot to tackle. Let's see. So it just occurred to me today that it didn't occur to me that we're traveling over Christmas. We're going to Illinois to visit Max's grandparents in
Just see
Illinois.
snow.
To what?
See snow.
Yes, yeah, there'll be snow. But more importantly, grandparents.
Yes.
And we're trying to finish the game before then, because there may be a little hiatus in streaming depending on whether or not I can get, it'll depend on the results of the laptop streaming. Hey, cut that out with your foot. Thank you. So currently, it's gonna be a hefty stream. We have 4 of the 8 instruments, and we're gonna try and get them all. Between this stream and the one next week. If we can do them all this time, that'd be awesome, but I think that's probably not going to happen. Oh man, we got lots of people showing up in here that are not showing.
Hello, I'm familia.
She said, "Hola, mi familia." That's Spanish for hello, my family. That's right.
Hola, pata.
Hang up one sec. Let me launch the Twitch dashboard because for some reason OBS isn't showing all of the people that join. And then I'm being blindsided by chat messages.
Hapa kappa hananana.
Back up.
But I want to talk through my.
But when you get really close to it like that and you talk into it, it's too loud. So if people have their volume turned up, it's too loud and it can damage their speakers.
Oh.
Okay?
Okay. Hey guys, what would you like to see on this stream?
It's so weird. Oh, you live in Illinois. Awesome. How is the weather? I super hate the cold, and my wife is from there, so I'm being forced into the frigid environment. We'll be going for Christmas, so I'm sure it'll be a little bit colder at that point. Stop it.
What's so fun?
Not for those who have to listen to YouTube.
But I will stop since you're my father.
Oh, nice.
No.
That's why I said LOL.
LOL.
So Max, you gotta keep an eye on the chat, okay?
Okay. You will love it
Then nice and chilly. Yeah.
I love warm.
Max thinks that he loves the cold. He's very excited. we're very excited to see him
I actually
proven
don't.
wrong.
I actually.
Because he doesn't, we spent the past several years in Hawaii, and he doesn't know what cold is.
I do not
You do not what?
love the color.
Well, that is contrary to what you have been saying. Okay, let's see. What do we need to do? Probably check out what the owl wanted, because I don't remember it all. This is what happens when you don't play a game for a week at a time. I think that we already listened to that one. I want to see a boss fight in the stream. Have you not yet? That's your own fault. We fought many bosses.
Many bosses.
You just gotta be around for it.
Many bosses. Many bosses.
One in the north, one in the south. Head to the south. I think we did that one already. So we need the northern one. Oh, Aaron's... Okay. Gotcha. What's up, man? So excited that you joined us. Chris. Now, I was like, oh, who's this dude? He's confused. I don't know any Chris that, like, who could he be
I've
thinking of?
seen 1, 2, 3,
I got it.
4,
What's up,
5,
buddy?
6, 7 waterfalls in this game. Wait, no. 8.
Maybe up here. Let's go up there.
How?
I don't know. Step 1 is to stop clicking. Thank you. Max, if you can't stop making random noises, I'm going to mute your microphone.
Okay.
Thank you.
I love you, by the way.
I love you too. It's not going to stop me from muting your microphone.
I love for you to watch
no,
all
turn
of
that
our
back. Get out
streams.
of here.
Did you beat Breath of the Wild? Nope, not yet on my profile.
I have not.
He called you.
I did all of the...
Hello, I'm sorry I missed.
I don't remember what they're called. All the, like, guardians or whatever
LOL, you know.
that shoot the beams through the world. Did all of those and got sidetracked with life and other games.
What does LOL mean?
LOL means laugh out loud. It means somebody thinks that something's funny and it made them laugh.
Huh.
It's like saying haha.
Ha ha. I'm sorry I missed the last ones. Why did he put a
Sorry if I
clown
missed
face
it, but
there?
what was your favorite part of the game so far? Ooh, I didn't say it. You gave me a lot to work with there. Max, what was your favorite part of this game so far? And I'll think about mine.
The Rapids ride.
Oh yeah, you like the Rapids ride, huh?
Yep.
I'm a big fan of the claw game. But I
Really?
think, as far as like dungeons... I liked the swimming one, which kind of surprised me because I hate like water levels in games. And I think last time we talked about the Ocarina of Time water temple and how terrible it is. But yeah, I really like the swimming one. Probably because I knew that it meant that I could get around more places in this. They did a really good job of like preventing you from going too far into the map too early in the game. Using the different skills that you develop as you go. Because water levels are bad. I don't know. I find them very frustrating. Are they bad game design? I don't think so. Do I enjoy them? Not at all. I also have a thing about snow levels. I do not enjoy snow levels. What was this guy's deal? Chickens these days don't have the fighting spirit they used to. In the old days, they could fly, flap, flap. But now, see? Cluck, cluck.
Why did he say cluck cluck?
Because that's what the chickens do now.
The Legend of Zelda.
And it's specially designed with
The
alternate
Legend of
controls,
Zelda.
locomotion in mind. That's fair.
The Legend
True.
of Zelda. Frustrating G.
They are frustrating, G. feel like we need to be over here somewhere.
How? Now.
Oh no!
How?
Oh, get out of
Cloud.
here.
Cloud.
Stop! Okay, there's a keyhole. How do we get to it?
Question. What do we do, guys?
What do we do? You're asking the audience for help?
Yeah.
Smart. Can we take the chicken out of there?
No. No chicken now.
Come here, you. Follow me. Nah, lame. What's the purpose of the windfish song? I think you play the windfish song when you collect all the instruments and it wakes up the windfish. So you can leave the island. Link is trapped here.
On the island.
Hey, stop that.
I'm happy I'm here with all of the stream
Oh, me too.
viewers.
It's, why do I just always let this dude hit me? I don't know why. Like, I don't know what's happening. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Hiding some booger picking, I see. You know everyone can see you, right? You don't care?
My brain just deflated.
What's this guy? You're near the eagle's tower. Beware of the bird.
Bird. Bird.
Bird.
Bird. Bird. Bird.
Snap.
Sorry. Was that hurting your ears, nares, hairs?
As a matter of fact, it was. It was close.
Closo moso. Boojinks just said, "Hi guys."
Hello,
Hi,
Boojink.
Boojink Mank. Hi, Boojink Mank. Hank. Lank.
Stop rhyming.
What's so funny?
No, it's not. Always rhyming.
I love my rhymes.
Just do them in your brain. Brain rhyme. Get out of here.
No brain rhymes. No brain rhymes. Brain rhymes.
Sarai says she loves your rhyming.
Ha ha. Ha ha ha. Oh, I love it.
What
What's
do we do?
yay? Hagamba chumbumba. Halamba fatumba. Kazumba jumba. Lumba fum bumba. Rhyme.
Yeah.
Up, hop, cup, lup, fuck.
Stop. What's wrong with your face?
Nothing. I'm just making it because I'm happy.
Yeah, that was definitely a happy face.
And I'm crazy when I'm happy.
Okay. Alright, let's head to the desert. This appears to not be the proper direction.
There's nothing to do in the desert.
Have you been there?
Yes.
When?
Yes. I've been there, yes.
Why are you insane?
What does that mean?
Crazy.
I am always crazy when I'm
It
happy.
means that you're crazy.
Crazy.
This was nothing.
Nothing! Rapper, dapper, copper. Wait, does that rhyme? Did it?
You know it did. Sip, sip, boo, boo.
Pala. Shabba hamba lumpa hundred Jacob Oja.
If you're not going to use real words, don't talk.
Okay. Hello. Hello. What?
Stop.
Hi.
Your behavior right now is not acceptable, Max. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Why don't you talk about something interesting instead of just making strange noises?
Okie mopey.
How did we get here? Go this way? What have you been doing all day?
Me?
Yes.
Watching Sonic Edge.
What is that?
Well, it's like a Sonic show, but not like the upper Sonic show called The Adventures of the Legend. Oh no.
There's a key that we need. But I don't know how to get to it.
Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. That's what it's called.
Oh. I didn't know there was a Sonic TV show. Actually, I think I saw one a long time ago.
There are 2 Sonic shows.
Oh, yeah?
Funny! I love funny!
That's what you've been doing all day?
Funny, yes!
No, watching Sonic? Uh-oh. Who fell?
Okay,
Spat out of the waterfall.
Not what I was
That's
doing
okay, I didn't want to be up there anyway.
That's not what I was doing all day, but I just
Stop pulling on this.
told you that I just told you something I wasn't doing all day.
But I asked you what you were doing all day.
Sarai
would like to know what you like most about Sonic.
How fast he is. And he's a hedgehog. And hedgehogs are the spikiest animals on land.
What about
Well,
porcupines?
that's
Do you think they're spikier than porcupines?
porcupines?
Mm-hmm. What do you think?
Well, porcupines have the same amount of spikes. You are going to see the new Sonic movie? A Sonic movie?
He said, are you going to see the new Sonic movie? He's asking you.
Yes. Has it came out yet?
Nope, I don't think so. Well, it might be in theaters, but I don't think it's out, like, to watch at home yet.
Please, Sarai, please tell me if it is or not.
Let's see. We are definitely going about this the least effective way to beat this game in 2 streams. I think this would get us closest to the desert. So there we shall go. Onward.
Go! House always wants to go.
Aaron, what games have you been playing lately?
Aaron?
You're a big Overwatcher, aren't you? Is it Overwatch? PUBG? Some battle arena type business.
Ocarina of Time.
Doesn't seem any helpful over here.
There's nothing helpful in this desert. Because it's empty!
Oh, excuse me, cactus. It's rude. Quite rude.
Quite rude.
How about you, Sarai? You just got a Switch? What have you been playing?
How
Smash Bros. And Overwatch
guys
on Switch.
Loving Link's Awakening.
Max isn't like a huge fan of it, which makes me a bit sad. I played this when I was a kid, and I'm trying to share that same magic with him, but he's not as into it as I had hoped. What's your what kind of Switch games do you like, Max?
Super Mario Maker 2, because it's like you can place even more parts than you can in Super Mario Maker 1. And the worst thing about the first Super Mario Maker 1 is that you can place less things.
Oh, yeah, that would be frustrating, huh?
Yeah.
So Jaeger says that they played it when they were your age in 1993. They played this game.
Cool.
Yeah.
What's 1993?
Kids still love Mario. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yes, I love Mario, Pokemon, and Minecraft, and Minecraft, and Minecraft, and Minecraft.
Stop that.
It's funny.
It's not. I promise it's not.
I like annoying.
It's frustrating. Okay?
Okay. Hey, guess what? Nobody likes this, but I like annoying.
I'm sure they know. Kids got good taste in games. I agree. For the most part. I wish you were more into Zelda.
This kid's got good taste and games so tame though.
Yeah.
Hello, Mellow Show.
Get out of here. Let's see.
Bellow, Kello, Lello.
Aaron, when we come to Illinois, I'll be bringing my Switch. We can do some Smash Brothers.
What's this place Mace face?
Did we call all these dudes? I think we did.
Yep,
Wait till he's older, enjoy more slow-paced games. Yeah, that's a good point. He's into like the... Actually, he really likes level building stuff.
Wait till he's older to enjoy
I just
more.
read that.
Oh.
Are you paying attention?
Slower paced games like Zelda.
Sea Bear's phone, Sea Bear's stream. Both ending the same crash. What does that mean? He really likes level building stuff. So the remake of this has a level designer.
Which is called the Course Maker.
On this?
No, I mean like I'm talking about Super Mario Maker 2, aren't we?
No, we're talking about Zelda.
Oh.
This has the dungeon designer or whatever it's called.
Yeah,
And you really like doing that, right?
What?
You really like that, don't you?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite parts.
Yeah, I thought so.
Farts.
Inappropriate.
Sorry. Didn't remember what to say, so I just said that.
Let's put that on that button.
Arts, garts,
And then, like Super Mario Maker, he's all about. He gets a small allowance for good grades. Not an allowance, but like he gets money for having good grades. And he used his first payment to purchase Super Mario Maker 2.
Monster, go away.
He was very proud of himself.
Go away.
I was proud of him too.
Go away, show monster, go
Dungeon
away.
designer's okay, but it
Go
is bare bones
away.
right now.
Go away, show
Has room
monster,
from these dungeons.
go
Yeah.
away,
I wonder if they're going to expand it later on and allow like placement of objects and shaping the rooms and stuff. That would be pretty sweet.
Go away. Go away, bat. Go away. Go away. Go away, bat. Go away. Go away. Go away, bat. Go away. Bat. Go away. Bat. Go away. Go away. Go
That was beautiful.
away, green slime.
Okay, you. That's enough of that.
What's my song about? Go away, enemies. Entrance to Yarna Desert.
How do we get up there?
We hate Yarna Desert. There's nothing to do there.
That's not true. We did this part. We gotta get up here. Doobie.
Been there.
You swim there, I believe.
Swim. Pin. Trim. Crim. Swim. Fim. Fim.
What does that mean?
Fin.
I also hope the cells from this game inspire Nintendo to remake Oracle of Ages. I think Backer might have mentioned the Oracle games previously and asked if I enjoyed them, which I certainly did. And I would love to see them remade in this style.
Hey, is it almost my turn?
Nope. I'm trying to play it quick, remember?
Oh, right.
Alright.
Does that mean I'm not gonna have a turn?
Maybe in a little while, but not for a while. We talked about this, remember?
I don't remember.
How convenient.
Convenient?
Yes.
What does that mean?
Yes, the originals were also made by Capcom. What? I didn't know that. And were supposedly direct sequels in addition to being top down with similar items. I did not know that they were made by Capcom. More so. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Pick it up! Pick up a rock! Even more so when you consider the fact that Oracle games had colorful still images for the screens. They can animate those screens now. This is true.
Dad?
I saw a stream not long ago, maybe a couple months ago, of a couple that were playing this. And one of them was playing the Switch version, and the other one was playing the old Nintendo Game Boy version. And they were like going room by room, doing everything together. It was pretty cool, especially to see the differences between the two games. Cute water flippers to swim. Yeah, little floaties. I don't think he's got floaties. Maybe he's got floaties. That one dude's over here, and I don't know how to kill him. Remember that room we went in, and there was the guy that we couldn't figure out how to hurt? Yeah.
And makes you fall down?
Did we have the bow and arrow then? I don't remember.
No.
Oh, Blurred Box. What's up, buddy?
Blurred box, hops, hotch.
Are you at the 6th dungeon? I think 5th. 5th dungeon.
5th dungeon? We only did like 4 dungeons. Mungeons, hungeons, lungeons, pungeons.
Enough of that. We still need 1, 2, 3. We still need 4 more instruments and 2 more keys.
2 more keys.
On the bright side, we got a Goomba.
2 more keys.
5th is down south from here.
What's that?
A little off to the
sound?
left from here.
Found. Mound.
Ready to see these dungeons fall. Dude, if I can find them, we'll put them down.
Mound, hound, land, found.
Some of these dudes are standing on the top of staircases.
Is that what I
Oh
found?
no!
Nope.
So rude. How do I get more south? I think the way I was going. Back up! Back up! Man, I'm definitely gonna have to set up some compression on this kid's microphones so he's not destroying people's speakers or ears. Alright, so I went in here before and I could not figure out how to hurt this dude. And the door locks behind you.
Bow and arrow set idea.
Be rooting for you while my dinner is in the oven. If you think you need a hint, I'll be glad to help. Stop. I'm trying to talk. Otherwise, I respect if you want to tackle it on your own. Even I had to sit and think about what to do in the last 2 dungeons. I appreciate it, man.
And think about what to do in the last 2 dungeons.
I know last time I came in here, we didn't have the bow and arrow. And I could not figure out how to hurt this guy.
L.
See if this does anything.
Bow
That did not do anything. Rip.
Try behind.
I'm trying.
Is he allergic to feathers, nevers?
I don't think so.
Feathers?
This is going super well.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No, it's hot, not, lot, fought, not. What?
You know what?
The rhymes?
Yes.
I don't remember you saying stop rhyming.
Maybe if you go and talk to your mother, you might remember it. You want to do that?
Okay. I'll be back.
Hopefully. Maybe she'll beat you up from rhyming too much, and then you won't be back. Yeah, just gonna have to eat this one. I have no idea what to do with this guy. Oh, great. Very nice. I had a fairy. Kill me. Just do it. So I can be revived. Key is bombs. I tried bombs last time and they, unless maybe you gotta throw them behind him or something, they didn't do anything to him. Don't die. Stunning him with bombs.
Surprise! Let's get this party started back up.
Oh.
Could you do it?
Alright, we're gonna try bombs.
The bombs will not work.
Yeah, we tried the bombs last time, they didn't work, but we'll see. Maybe we were just not getting in the right spot or something.
Damn! Trouble, boom. Boom, nothing. That's lame. Like, not cool, man. Why no affection from bombs?
What?
I was talking to that blue armored kind of bombo guy.
Drop the bomb, drop the bomb, Link, drop it.
Lam bom jom com. Mom com.
No, not doing it. Just about to suggest stunning with bombs.
Bomb zombie. Bridge.
This kid.
Brains. 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 Brains.
What do we do? Trying to think here. What are you making for dinner? What are we having?
I'm hungry.
What? Pegasus Boots Rush. I don't think I thought of that, which is a bit disappointing.
What? Make a hot.
Let's see.
Lots.
Steak and baked potatoes. How do you do your steak?
Gut.
Very important question.
Gut.
Oh no. Medium rare. I like it. How are you cooking it though? What method? Tell me your secrets.
Me?
No.
I'll tell you a secret after. I'm gonna cook up some steak.
Russian with the boots.
Toad.
And
He's
not-
gonna bake up toes?
Probably yes. That's a normal human thing to do.
It
Bake
says
toes.
baked potatoes. Okay.
Frying
I'm being
pan, olive oil,
sarcastic.
cooked in barbecue before.
Nasty.
Very nice. I like your style. We actually had steak for dinner.
Steak dinner?
Yeah,
Make
remember?
dinner. Hey. Dinner.
Kept wondering how Jaeger is answering before Ben asked the question.
Hello. Mellow.
Man, these boots ain't doing it, bro.
Chillo.
I did not do it.
How'd you die if you didn't get touched?
What do you mean?
You died and you didn't get touched.
Oh, I got touched many times.
No, I mean like You died and you didn't get touched the last time you got hurt.
I want to say thanks again to Aaron for
Joining.
For joining, but also for following.
Yeah.
We're trying to get up to that good old affiliate status.
Yeah.
We need 50 followers. Currently, we have 16 with Aaron.
Yeah.
I wish our real life schedules made it a little easier to stream more often. I think we might. Yeah, I think I'll have to come back to it later.
Yes, Dad.
Did this part in sequence, but
Yes, Dad.
you're supposed to hit it later. Okay.
Yes, Dad.
What? I don't think I said. Did I say something?
No, I just wanted to say yes, Dad. I really want to get to that last place, don't you?
So the owl said that there's 2 places here. One's to the south and one's to the north. I think we already did the southernmost temple for the desert.
We haven't.
What was the last place we did? How often you stream? Right now, it's only Sundays. We do Sundays usually 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. We went a little early this week because we're trying to finish the game.
Game.
And this is not going well.
Game.
This is disappointing. Gotta go now. All right, Sarai, thanks for hanging out.
Good luck, Mucko.
Let's see.
Good luck on whatever you're gonna do.
Are there any more of... There's a little, like, fish symbol there. I wonder if that is a hint.
Fish! Fish! Wish! Wish. Fish.
Did we go in here? I think we did.
Nothing!
Nothing.
Terrible and not fun at all. Mr. Grinch. Ah, it's the Grinch!
The Grinch.
2 days until Christmas. Is that, did I get myself clear?
Clear.
I'm just kidding, but is that right?
Not at all. Today is the 8th. Christmas is on the 25th. No passage there. You, sir, kindly move. Go.
I don't want Christmas. Oh,
Stop making crazy noises.
I didn't know those were crazy.
Yes, absolutely.
Or is it? Sorry.
You okay?
Yeah.
You choke?
Yeah. Did you say I didn't know?
No, that's not what I said. I said that is a crazy noise.
Oh.
We went under there.
And nothing helpful. Helpful or helpful? Or helpful or
Let's try going for a swim.
Rude bomb! Don't ever explode again, Bobby, Homie, Bommy,
We could get back up here, but I don't think it would do us any good.
Why not
Have we
just-
played through Super Smash Bros? I played a good bit of it. The last field exercise I was on.
Super Smash
I assume you're
Bros.
talking about through the like spirits mode. I played through a lot of it, but I did not finish it. Far from it, actually. I've unlocked a lot of fighters.
I've unlocked like 1,000.
I'm pretty sure Max has unlocked more fighters than I have.
No, you got more. You got more, Dad.
I really want the Banjo and Kazooie ones,
Yeah,
but I'm too cheap to buy them.
Yeah, but they are from.
When I was swimming in the bay, the waves took a very important necklace from around my neck. If you find it, I'll let you take a scale from my tail.
Dad.
Yes.
That's too bad because the Banjo and Kazooie fighter are in Super Smash Bros. Fighters Pass.
In the pass? Yes. But we don't have the pass.
Yeah, why not buy it if you want the players so bad?
I don't want them so bad that I need to go buy them.
What?
I said I don't want them so bad that I need to go buy them. It'd just be nice to have them, but I don't care enough to actually go buy them.
Anyways, sorry about that super long commentation though. Oh, hey.
What's a
yeah,
commentation?
Took me
26 hours to get 100%?
Get 100% complete on the
26 isn't very long though.
mode.
For most games. The next game we plan on streaming, it's oh, you know what? I don't know that we came this way. The next game, I think I read, it's like 50. Be right back. All right, we will be here, Jaeger. It's like 50 hours just for a standard playthrough.
No, we haven't came this way. I can tell because there's a piece of heart there.
You are correct. You got the piece of art. Have we not? We haven't been over here? I guess not.
Nope, and hope it'll open.
26 hours.
Okay.
Ooh, we have not been here. What is this? What are you?
Try magic powder.
This magic? Try this magic. What does this look like? So. Yeah. Nope, it's the same on the other side. Let's try this. Nope, makes it bigger. Okay, enough of that. Oh yeah, magic powder. Why you gotta distract me, Max?
I'm not trying to.
Super distracting.
I'm not trying to distract you.
Purple flame. Ooh, what is that? Little devil. Hey kid, you woke me up from a fine nap. Sounds like your mother. Well, not the voice, but the thing. She would say that. Thanks a lot. But now, I'll get my revenge. Are you ready? I'll let you carry more magic powder. Are you ready? Sure. Ew. That was nice. You deserve it. Now look at all that junk you have to carry. Ha! Take care. See you soon. Again. Again. Okay. Ooh, now we have 40 powder. That's cool.
More than we ever, never had.
That did nothing. Well, this place was somewhat helpful.
Well, it was not fun at all, actually.
It was. Powder.
Nope, hope. Talk to him. Wait, talk to him. I'm a cheat.
Change blob. Well, now you're dead, blob.
I don't want to be dead. Dead.
He's definitely dead.
I don't want to be dead.
Fish tricked me.
I don't
Got fish tricked.
dead. I don't want to be dead. Don't kill me or ever again.
Jump. Yes.
Hooray! Hooray! It's the wonderful wonder! Hooray!
I don't think we have.
Hooray! 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 Mermaid!
Oh no, I fell.
That's a shortcut to Mabel Pillow.
No, I don't need to go over there.
Ben, why are you taking the
Are you
short?
kidding?
No, why are you taking the shortcut?
That's weird.
You could kill my player.
This is embarrassing.
Yes!
Ow, my ears.
Sorry.
That's better. don't think there was anything helpful in here.
Nope, not a single one.
I feel like this flower has some significance, but alas, it does not.
Skedaddle flower.
Skedaddle.
Skedaddle
Get out
house.
of here.
We don't like you no more. Potato!
Could you do it not so loud? There's always this noise in here. What is it? What is it? I feel like there's something behind that.
What?
Oh, and there's
What is it, Dad?
a pearl necklace there.
Dad,
What? What? Oh
what?
no.
What is it? Is it what?
What?
Dad.
You're not making any sense, weirdo.
Ma.
Not making no sense.
Not making no sense no more. Not ever making sense again, Manhattan. Again.
What did your mother say when you went to go see her?
Oh, run. Whoopsie. My bad. Boop, boop.
Let's see if there's anything in Mabel that Mabe. It's Mabe. Quit making me say Mabel.
Mabel is what you shouldn't be saying.
Correct. Ooh. Guy's got some good Kentucky windage.
Kentucky?
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
He shot his little pellet thing when I was way far away, knowing that I would walk into it. It was impressive. Impressive. I don't think we ever really looked in here.
Village is what it's berry says.
Give me this book.
Book.
The Hidden Power of Color. Do you want to read this book?
Yes.
There's a new world of color under the 5 gravestones. Ooh. Ooh. What is
3,
this?
4, 5, 2, 1. Press I.
3 up, 4 right, 5 up, 2 left, 1 down. Can you remember that?
Yeppa Mepitka.
What?
Yeppa Yeppa. Yeppa Meppa.
Okay, tell me what it says. Don't look at it.
3 up, 4,
Don't look.
right, 5, 5 up,
Mm-hmm.
2 left,
Mm-hmm.
1 down.
Whoa, good job.
Woo!
Alright, let's see if you remember it long enough for us to go try and whether to receive the power of color. I don't know. What's this world of color about? Maybe you should try and see. Yes, let's find out.
Let's read another book.
Let's go find out about the
The what?
gravestones. Let's see. How do we get there?
The grave
You did
porch?
a really good job remembering the order there.
The grave porch? The graveyard?
It looks like...
The graveyard, maybe.
Yeah, that's where we're gonna go. We're gonna go to the graveyard. Let's use the aqua right now.
I don't think that'll help. Me. What a tea. What a free. Kindly.
Stop.
I'm making this mad face because I'm happy.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm never going to make sense again.
Oh, good. I was really worried that you were going to be completely reasonable through your teenage years.
I'm just kidding.
All right. What was the combination?
I do not remember.
Snap that.
I don't remember.
They're not numbered. Why is this happening, Max?
The sound? I love the sound of sound. Sound. Me, my finger,
That didn't help. Let's drop them bombs. Which just makes me think of James.
Boom!
I don't think we can make this. Made it. Hot piece!
A piece of wood!
You get a piece of wood! Ooh, I thought I pressed the wrong button. Panicked for a second there. Did you see me shake my head?
Yes.
Stop.
I don't
Homeless.
Which I'm never gonna
What's
be
this?
homeless. I like loud, and I don't like
Don't pull on this.
quiet. I like loud. I don't like quiet.
I see.
We need more magic powder. It's in there.
Well, you gotta pay for it if you go in there and get it.
How did you remember December the December?
Sorry, what?
Remember. A piece of power. Where did that thing come from, bum? Dad,
Yes.
I really want to play with the Switch today.
Maybe, but not right now.
Yay, I'm happy.
Your fake happiness is endearing.
I'm happy by making a mad face. It's funny, isn't it? B-R-B.
I don't think we ever did. No, we haven't done that.
B.
Ah. Stop.
Is it okay if I do it silently?
Not at all. Give me this purple rupee.
Buddha quiet, Buddha quiet, Buddha quiet. And not hooray.
The sport needs a bone.
I ate it. Look at what comes from Mom Tom.
Alright, that's another heart. Yeah.
Oh, now we have
How
nine
many?
hearts. Nine mankind hearts. Boom, 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 boom.
I'm always super impressed when I hear about people who speedrun these with 0 damage.
Dad,
Yes,
I'm a magical, powerful man.
I see. He's a magic man.
Powerful.
I did I just do? No. Oh, I had a fairy, and I set it free to go home, I guess. Perfect. Goodness, that is squeaky. There we go. Got a fairy in a bottle, baby.
That'll help 1,000 times more.
The fairies?
Yeah.
Fairies in the bottles?
Yeah. Potato, patata, pandamba, cantata.
Potato hippopotamus. Oh, I just saw you left the door open. Could you go get it? Take your headphones off first.
I really want to have a turn now.
We talked about this, didn't we?
Yeah.
This is very frustrating.
Oh wait, is that a bad word?
Maybe we're supposed to go here, but I don't know how to get there. How do we get there?
Go there if you don't know how.
How do we get there?
Good question. I know the answer. The answer is I don't know.
Well, that's not helpful.
Of course it is.
Let's ask this dude with the phone.
Dude, fun, cool.
Bing, bing. Hi, it's Orira. The catfish's mouth's open wide. Sounds like a great place to dive. Bye, click.
Nonsense.
Catfish's mouth. Maybe. I think I know. Stop that.
Pump.
Down here in
pump,
Martha's Bay.
pump.
Maybe we somehow have to get into the fish's mouth. Let us go yonder.
Longa patumber. Dad, is it okay if I watch what you do outside?
Outside?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I mean, like, I go
Like you don't
out-
want to sit in here?
Well, no, I want to see what you do on the TV. And then I'll come back and sit.
Yeah, you can go look at the TV.
Okay.
Go up this way. But Max will miss you. You're being missed, Max. Everyone misses you. Everyone misses your rhyming and squeaking in the microphone. Okay, here we are.
I'm back!
Oh, thank goodness.
Thank goodness. It rhymes. Times, mimes.
I want that fish mouth.
Fish mouth. Fish mouth, mouth, mouth. Fish mouth. Fish, 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 fish mouth.
What did this lady say? She lost her necklace. Maybe she'd help if we help her. Swimming in the bay by the waves. Oh, the waves took it. Okay. So give me a
Scale
scale.
from tail. Scale from tail.
All right, Max. Keep an eye out in the water for a
The
necklace.
necklace.
Yeah.
The bubbles up over there must be it.
The what?
The bubbles over there.
Oh, hold on. Let me see.
Nothing over here. See what the bubbles mubbles are?
What
Huh.
bubbles?
Those bubbles.
The shiny right here?
Yeah.
Oh, that's just the sunlight on the water.
Oh.
It's a good thought, though. Oh, I see. I see what you're talking about. You're talking about here. What happened? Ooh.
A Mario stage.
Ooh-wee.
Is this one of those Mario stages?
Yeah, but it's swimming. Ooh wee.
We swim swimed in one of them and met Cheeps.
This is true.
Yes!
There we go. Okay, let's see. We are an hour into playing, and we finally found the next
Catfish's mom.
dungeon.
What's a mom?
This is going really well.
Well,
I wonder when I was a kid how long it took me to figure things like this out. I feel like not very long. Like, you just do ridiculous things when you're a kid. Just to see what would happen. I feel like now video games kind of train you to look for specific cues, and if they're not there, you're just like, I don't know what to do. Or maybe I just got dumber as I got older.
piece of power. I hope we'll get
Goodbye,
one.
dog.
Come here, chest.
Can we make it? We cannot.
Maybe hook shot.
We haven't a hook shot, boy.
I know, I just think we need to get it somehow.
And if you get really stuck, there's always the internet. I refuse. I used to get so mad at my brother because he would play games not only on easy, but he would also look up how to do things on the internet.
Oh, come back.
And for that reason, I refused to do it. Just because he did it. Get out of here.
I'm coming out, so you better get this party started.
Taking it back to the 2000s.
Get the party started!
Get this party started!
Get the party started!
Oh, I see. Oh no.
Boo! Wah! Boo! Moo! Moo.
Do you remember your Uncle Aaron?
Yeah, I miss him so much.
And Zoe's husband?
Ah, red skeletons.
Yeah, weird.
What do the red skeletons?
Did you hear what it
do?
said? Aunt Zoe's husband? Aaron? Remember?
Yeah.
You know he's watching?
No.
He is. He's that Aaron Stew 92.
Aaron Stew 6092.
No. Incorrect.
Oh.
Got a key. Well, there's a key. Got a key. Oh boy. Back. Memory helped me with this game more than anything. How do you mean, memory? All alone in the moonlight.
On the
do
moon
here?
out of sight.
What do we do here?
Our moon in the moonlight.
Let's try digging.
Nothing. Hopping. Guffing. La, la, la.
Having to remember where
Well, having to remember
I
where I
was so I wouldn't get lost.
Wouldn't get
That is a good point. There
lost.
is a lot of places.
Dig too much and you'll die. Dig too much and you'll die.
Lots of places in this game that you can wander off and not remember how you got there. It happens to me quite often. Have you fought the master? No, I have not. And it sounds intimidating. Is he maybe at the end of this temple? I don't know if you were watching while you were gone, but it took us an hour. We finally found the next temple, which was inside of the
Temple.
Martha's Bay, inside the catfish mouth.
Catfish's mom.
What do we do here? See the way this room is. Yeah, so I see the squares.
Blue square puddings.
Stop, please. Each of these specific rooms have a blue square from 1 to 4.
I could have dropped it and it broke in my land.
In the shape of a skull, yes. I do recognize the skull shape. Don't do that. It makes a noise in the microphone.
I'm doing it again, but over here.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't want you doing it on the table.
Oh, Momo. Watch him punching.
Oh, I forgot we got a key. We can go in that other door. These rooms you have to find in Beatmaster Stalfos.
I wonder when the
These rooms in sequence.
I wonder when the snack I asked for is ready.
That's my hint. Thank you.
I wonder when the snack Mom promised to give me is ready.
Well, it sounds like your mother's very busy with Alice at the moment. So let's just give her some time.
Probably da-bubbly.
Let's see. I appreciate the hint, by the way, Eager.
I went up with the
I think normally I would tell you
in my hand.
I'll figure it out, but
and it broke in my land.
Given the time restriction,
I'm
all for the help. Oh yeah, door. Opening the door.
I went up with the ocarina in my hand. I could have dropped it and it broke in my land. That's what the wind
Get out of here. Oh, that guy's aggressive.
Impresso gesso.
He's aggressive. He's aggressive. Oh no, he gets it from me.
That guy looks like a cutie. And you killed him. What do you do?
My goodness, the noises you're making. Do these need to be arranged? No. How did that not get?
Let me handle it, please.
Negative. I got this.
Let me handle it, please.
Do you know what negative means?
Handle?
No, negative is.
No.
Yes, it is a no.
Negative is no?
That's what it means.
So I can't do it for you?
That's exactly what I meant. Sound like a goat. Wanted to give you a hint for this dungeon. Enough. So you should be able to get what you need and complete it. The rest will leave up to you. Again, very much appreciated. What a waste.
What a waste!
Ooh, Budbeak.
Statue is what we need.
Budbeak.
Feed. Key. I went up with the ocarina in my hand.
No.
I could have dropped it and it broke
People who
in my
rhyme all the time
land.
don't get to play with the ocarina.
Ocarina to you. Ocarina to you. Ocarina, ocarina, ocarina to you.
That was rude. I think one time I helped someone Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, that was the worst time to try and read chat.
Ocarina to you.
What have I done?
Ocarina
Okay.
to you.
I think one time I helped someone, the owl told them the same thing I just told them, which was funny. It do be like that sometimes.
Ocarina
Ooh.
to you. Ocarina to you. Ocarina.
How do I open it?
Ocarina to you. Ocarina to you.
Max, I love you so much, but you are driving me crazy today. Crazy.
Okay. Hello. Hello.
Mm.
This room is just bad to be in. I am sure
Clearly
you
the
can
door
tell
goes
the
over.
layout of this room specific.
Specific.
Oh, what does that mean? Teen. Fiend.
You may be giving me too much credit, boss.
Team Bodombo. Team Bodombo. I went with the ocarina in my hand. I could have dropped it and broken my land.
Broken your land, eh?
Yeah.
I don't think this dude's reacted to all the bombs.
Ha. Is the snack ready?
This might not be exactly what you have.
Ooh,
This is what I have
Sushi?
so.
that works.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hmm.
Can I try some?
Some sushi.
Do you want silverware?
No, thank you.
Can I?
Yes.
Yay! Oh, that looks really good, by the way, doesn't it?
There you go. Let's see
that
what
is
your mother
really
has
good.
done here. Probably amazing things.
Look, I don't know where she got this, but this is good.
Mmm. I feel like maybe I'm chewing really loud on the stream. I apologize. Yes, together we are surfing and turfing. It's a special bond that we now have. Why doesn't my wife bring me sushi when I play games? I don't know.
His little wife is pretty
I think,
sweet.
I mean, I'm biased, but I think I got the best hall girl.
Dad,
Head that way. Yes.
your wife is like the greatest mom in the world.
Well, I should hope so. She's your mom.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's the greatest.
I think she's the greatest too.
I can hear you eating that on the microphone. Let's just boop. There we go.
Is it muted?
It is now, yes. Oh no. Are you serious? Are you serious? That's where that takes me? That was disappointing.
Now, come on. Why does this take us here? We were like just here. And we came from a different way. Try going through that.
So I know where a couple of you guys are from. Like Aaron. I of course know that you are in Illinois.
Andrew? Is,
Backer 5, you're
Uncle
still
Andrew?
on. I see. No, Aaron, not Andrew. Uncle Aaron.
Uncle Aaron?
Pew, 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 pew. It's a good time for more salmon. Or not salmon. It's actually tuna.
Wait, it's tuna?
Yeah. Ahi tuna and seaweed.
Uncle Aaron? You have to try this, but that's too bad because you can't have it because you're not near us.
It's true, he is not near us.
My mom
He's like
should make
11
it for
hours
you.
not near us.
My mom should make it for you one day, or maybe your mom.
Or maybe his wife.
Yeah, maybe.
That seems like the appropriate party to handle that for him. His spouse. Did we go up last time? Did we go up here? Where? Ooh. Skip-a-dip-a-dibber. I have a cousin named Aaron, but we call him AJ.
AJ? Why?
I don't know. Maybe his middle name starts with a J. What does the J stand for? Jaeger, perhaps?
JK?
If you can't destroy a skeleton with your sword, try a bomb. That sounds like some helpful advice.
Yeah.
I also go by Chris. Yes, you do.
What?
I see what you're saying now about the green tiles in the room. It would appear that this would be the first room that I need to kill a guy in.
Did you place that? Did you place that bomb?
Ooh, bomb!
Did you place it?
Aha! This is how we do it. This is how we do it.
That's not what we should do.
This is how we do it. Ooh,
Gosh.
have a bomb, sir. This is gonna take quite a few bombs. Blurred box, I'm doing a boss battle. You said you wanted this. Here it is.
Blurbox, you're amazing.
Boom! Erg, I can't beat you. I'm out of here. Haha.
Let's see if that was the nightmare on the map.
I don't think he was a nightmare.
No.
Nope. What
No
have we here?
nightmares.
Hey, hey. Why? Are you stacking these and eating them? Rude. I want some. I ate 2 of these things and he's eating all the rest of them.
Can I eat the last one?
Yes, you can eat the last one.
I'll ask for more for you, if that's okay.
I got what was inside this box. Come and get it if you can. Master.
I'm like a master. I'm like an master at fighting.
Oh, are you?
Mm-hmm.
Who taught you your skills? What are you eating? What's up, Overt Sloth? Welcome back, my good friend.
Hi, Commander.
Master Stalfos. Dramatic effect pause. Overt Sloth would like to know what you're eating, Max.
Ah, sushi.
What kind of sushi do you know?
I don't remember what it was.
You don't remember.
Nope.
Goodbye, fish. Bye, bye,
Its name
little
is Cheep Cheep.
Sebastian.
Its name is Cheep Cheep.
It is seared ahi wrapped in seaweed. Courtesy a la mother.
Can I mute my,
You done eating?
phone now? Yeah,
Ooh,
but
I have
want
iced
you to
coffee.
have more.
I've been neglecting it.
I want you to have more.
Oh, I'm okay, thank you.
Okay, but I'm still a little hungry too, so I'm gassed first a little more.
I don't think there is any more.
Maybe?
Fish, oddly enough, doesn't grow on trees.
I know.
You knew that?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Of course you
Back off, Jack.
Hey, Mom.
Tuna
is there any
nigiri.
more?
Yes.
I'm a little
It's
more
delicious. I don't think there is any more, bub.
I really, I'm still hungry. Though.
We ate not long ago. Hello, fairy. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Dive under where torchlight beams do not cross.
Torch light beam. And occupation
Oh, no.
eat the tuna off bed of rice. LOL.
That is also a good way to do it.
Ha 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 ma 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 ma.
Okay. I'm not sure why. Goomba! Goomba!
Get out of here, Goomba. Scram!
Be gone with you.
Scram, Goomba.
Your mother has returned.
Is there more?
Oh. Just like so many different like little appetizers. We're so classy serving these things on like paper plates.
Is that sushi?
No, I don't think so. Uh-oh. Can you pick that up? Pastrami. Not too many people can eat or like the taste of raw fish, but my grandfather's family lived off the river. I bet you had some awesome access to some awesome fish. I was really excited when we moved to Hawaii because I thought we were going to have amazing fish all the time. I was pretty disappointed. They do have poke there, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
You can get it like anywhere.
Like anywhere in the world.
Anywhere.
Anywhere.
I feel like I want to go
I
up
can
there.
go get some milk.
Milk. He needs some milk.
Can I go get some milk?
Sure. You can go ask your mother for some milk. Hawaii isn't anywhere near the Atlantic. That's true. It is very much the opposite of in the Atlantic. However, they do have good seafood. It's just, I don't know what I was expecting. We went from Maryland to Hawaii, and I thought that the food in Maryland was just so much better. Now we're in Pensacola, and it's still like, meh. Boom, boom, boom. Need a key. Ah! Back here. Where did I go? Up the river. Down and right. Okay. Good, you remembered magic powder with the flaming skulls. I wasn't sure if it was going to work or not when I walked in here. I couldn't remember. I think there was somewhere else that you encounter those and you can use a magic powder. But I had forgotten whether or not it would work.
I'm done getting milk.
Alright, welcome back.
Welcome back,
Sebastian.
Hi, I'm back, Max. Max.
Are you talking to yourself?
Yes.
Okay, just checking.
Why hi? I never ate this. I don't know what this yellow stuff is.
Killed this guy. Oh! Your Aunt Julie is on. It is about time. I was hoping that all the guilting you that I did to get you to come watch us worked.
Hi, Aunt Julie.
See, she's the green name there. Like my grandmother always used to say, talking to yourself isn't always bad. It helps keep your mind in focus.
Mind is always in
There you go.
for me.
Oh, is it?
Yep, but that pet.
Sure hope so. Pep, huh?
We don't have to talk about this all day.
Talk about what?
But we were just saying.
Ooh, Grandpa and Grandma are watching too. Papa and Grandma?
Hey, Papa. Hey, Grandma.
Aunt Julie, you'll have to translate for them via the keyboard. Oh no.
Hey, isn't Aunt Katie watching?
Skip-a-dip-a-dip.
Did I make a chat to send
Got me.
to Grandma and Popo?
Yeah, you can do that. Alright, go ahead. Max is typing a message on the keyboard. Yes.
What do you think I'm spelling? I put an I and a L and a O.
Ooh, I don't know. That could be so many different things. Oh no. Get. Oh no. This isn't good. No, that's not good. Oh no. Oh no. Ah, still worked. Aw, why can't I move that one? Aunt Katie isn't watching today, but maybe next time.
Why can't I find a bee?
Oh, come on. Get over. Make way. You almost got it?
One more letter and then it's there.
One more letter. Ooh, went in a hole. Did you get it?
Oh, blooper.
You forgot one letter. No, not V.
V.
No, U. You forgot the letter U. Ooh, what could his mystery message be? Bloopers and Goombas.
Bloopers and Goombas.
Oh no. Oh no.
Which one is it? I should press to make an exclamation mark.
You hold shift and then you press 1. Oh my.
What? I love you. One?
Press backspace. Nope, that's enter. Well, that'll work. Gets the point across. There you go, Grandma and Pawpaw. That's your message.
I meant to put an exclamation mark, not a one, okay?
I'm sure they get it. They're smart. They raised me. They had to be, right?
Yes, and I'm smart too.
Well, I'm raising you. You have to be, right?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
That was like
Oh, boy.
nothing.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh dear, oh fear.
Do not fear.
Oh mere, oh peer, oh peer, oh sheer.
Sheer, huh?
Spear.
So humble. We love you guys. Oh, speaking of spear.
Oh,
Thanks, Aunt Julie. You got me all distracted. That man hit me in the face with a spear.
boo.
Just kidding. Thanks for talking.
Mom
guy.
said humble too.
Yes, indeed.
What does humble mean?
It means that you choose not to take credit for things.
Ever noticed, Ben, how they changed these things that you have to run
Through with the boots in the remake.
true boots in the remake.
With the boots in the remake. And the original, they look like weird crystals. I could not remember what they looked like in the original, but I knew that it was different. Because I definitely would have remembered those strange, like, TP things. I wonder why they changed it to that. Like, why not just leave it as the crystals? What was wrong with the crystals?
I wonder what we get when we go down there and throw a fit.
Oh, that was not smart of me.
Boo.
Again, not smart of me.
Boo.
Shh, too loud.
Ew.
This room is not helpful.
Ew.
Neither is being accosted.
No offense.
No offense.
I said no offense. Plum. Ha, he's a white plum.
Be gone with you, white plum.
Yeah.
I think it was to emphasize that it was a different obstacle from the purple crystals we already break with the sword. Purple crystals. Oh, like, okay, I know what you're talking about. That is a very good point. very well could be.
Kill that Electro guy.
It makes me think of Grandma's Boy. Have you seen that? The scene where one of the developers goes and tells JP he should change the color of the enemies on one of the levels.
Heal it.
Oh,
Heal it. Heal it.
there we go.
How much is that meat
go.
stuff?
Ooh, number 3. Where's number 2? I know the solution here. Well, that makes one of us.
I hope.
And you did too. Okay. Yeah, I figured there was one more to kill. And then it occurred to me it was probably on the other side there. You get the map!
When I drink out, just cup out my little slobbery.
Slobbery.
Sorry,
Slobbery.
guys.
Let's peek real quick here.
L-O Mel-O. Kel-O cello.
Oh, Fries fan lurking in there. How's it going?
Guys,
V and K.
nice fan, hello, Pato.
Virgo Pros.
11 viewers.
Welcome,
Amazing
guys.
J-Zone.
Welcome. Hey, if you guys don't mind, go ahead and click that little follow button. We're working our way to Twitch stream affiliates.
Of course. You probably don't want to miss it because it's really cool so far.
Exactly.
So far, so good.
Oh, there we go.
Woo.
Jaeger is now following. Thanks, bud. We really appreciate it. Also, I just added the alert animation today, so I really wanted somebody to do it so I could see it.
Uh-oh.
You've made my dreams come true.
Dreams come true.
Speaking of dreams, the reason that Max and I are working on this stream, apart from getting to spend some good father-son time together, and it's an excuse for me to play video games, of course.
Yeah. He hasn't done that like days.
Days. Well, yeah, that's probably true. Because we only get to stream on Sundays with my current schedule. Room 2, here we go. I'll get back to the reason here in a second. Priorities, right? You found me. You're a real pesky kid, you know that? Oh, let's see if this guy's the same. Yes, we got another one. Your Aunt Julie's now following us. Thank you, Aunt Julie. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Bombs. Oh, he's quick. He's a quick bugger. Oh no! Come back to the bomb. Oh.
You're a pesky skeleton.
Yeah, he is. Come on, guy. Bam. Oh no. Ooh, this is not going well. Oh my goodness. Ben wants to full-time as an escape from the army. That's not true. Well, that's definitely true. But I'll just, I'll go ahead and say it because I clearly am not using 100% of my faculties when fighting this dude. Ooh, this isn't. I feel like this guy is not as easy as the first. I'm about to die. Anyway,
Die, skeleton.
we are hoping to. We'll be starting a Twitch, or not Twitch, YouTube here before too long too. But we're planning on using the money that we make from it to fund some video game development, which is a dream of Max's and a long-standing dream of mine. So when we start our YouTube video, we're going to be looking at different disciplines that come together in order to make video games. So this will be good education for Max as well as myself, and hopefully one day we'll put a product together. You don't have to lay the bombs down. It doesn't affect him when he's up. Ah! Oh my goodness.
Boo to the
So yeah, there you go. Trying to make some extra money so we can build some video games.
Yeah, we totally want to do that.
We do totally want to do that. Oh my gosh. We gotta find this room again. Where was that guy? Oh, there's the 2. Left, left, up, right, up, right. So if you don't... We're doing it right again. If you don't have to put them on the ground, what do you do? Have to spin attack with the sword to knock him down, and then ooh. I always forget about the spin attack. Very underutilized by myself. Let's get some hearts before going back in there. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Here we go. Sweaty bombs. Sweaty bombs. You again. You're more tenacious than some skeletons I know. Alright, let's do it. Aha! Jaeger, you genius! You experienced genius, you.
He probably played this before.
Yeah, probably.
Spin attack!
Oh, that was dumb. Come on, you. Got the same game when it came out on Saturday and beat it that Sunday. Oh my goodness.
One more and then
Maybe there is hope for us to finish this game in 2 streams. Oh no. Bumped him.
bomb time.
Get down there, bomb. Oh, it was too late. Bomb! There we go. I can't beat you. I'm out of here.
He already said that tonight.
Well, he thought he'd have another go, I suppose. Nothing in this room.
Nothing else. Nothing else.
Alright, we saw the 3rd one. I think he was up here. Beep. Oh, come on. Come on. Max, can you read the chat while I do this?
Okay. I already got the
Oracle. Read the chat, please. Hey, what are you doing? Take your hand out of your mouth.
looking.
Read the chat.
There's
Out loud.
heading to the store, so I have to head out, but enjoyed watching the stream. Have fun and good luck.
Thanks for stopping by, Aaron. We really appreciate it. And thanks for the follow again.
Yeah.
Very much appreciate it.
Mom
And we
said,
hope to see you again here
bye,
soon.
Aaron.
In person and on the stream. Well, you found me. You're a real pesky kid, you know that?
Is this the last round?
Let me get caught up on chat here real quick.
Is this the last round? I will
Lost my
watch.
original Game Boy copy when I moved a few times over the years, but I'm looking to buy another copy at some point. Do you still own a Game Boy? I have no idea. I'm sure GameStop somewhere in my life acquired my Game Boy. My old high school classmate gave me his original Nintendo Power Guide to Link's Awakening. I remember game guides. What?
Is this the last one?
No, I think there's 2 more. This guy and then one more time.
But I thought this.
I got a Game Boy Color.
A Game Boy Color.
I had Game Boy Pocket, which I believe was cheaper than the Color, which is probably why I had it. Oh, why did I do that? that?
That was like hilarious.
I think we have one of our old Game Boys packed away somewhere. Ooh, if you could find that, that would be sweet. I would love to show Max what old mobile gaming used to look like.
Mobile gaming.
Yes. Oh, I see. You got a... Gotcha. A Game Boy and a Game Boy Color.
Dad,
What?
I once drew a picture of Link looking for Zelda the Ocarina and a map for a dungeon
Oh, yeah?
on Khan Academy Kids. Khan Academy Kids.
You really like drawing on that, right?
Yeah, it's my favorite app.
Old neighbor of mine had the original Game Boys with the packaging
Hey,
and
Dad,
leather carrying case. He even has one of the original DVD players that came out in the 96.
check the map.
Wow.
Please. Please check the map.
Checking.
Nightmare over there.
I need a key. My first DVD player was a PlayStation 2.
Nightmare over there. We need a nightmare over there.
Looks like this place has a key, but how do we get it? Or not a key, but a chest. That place, we don't have the...
We see 3 or 4
Same here.
or 5 more chests to grab, and then 1 more, which makes 6.
Now, my children both have their own DVD players installed in the headrests in the van.
DVD players.
Used to be super expensive.
DVD players.
What is that place? Why don't we have it out of there? It's crazy how technology gets cheaper as the years go. Like the speed at which things go down in price.
Really, it is.
Bum, 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 bum. Maybe we can make that with the boots. Yeah! I didn't think I was going to make that. First Blu-ray player before my Sony Blu-ray drive was a PS3. Same here. Mine definitely was. But they don't use them because they have tablets. Use what? Oh, the DVD players, yes. Meh. That's okay.
We use tablets in the car now.
Oh, I don't know if I can make that jump. That's much further, I think.
Nope, definitely is far.
Didn't make it.
I was wrong all along. I was wrong all along.
Oh no.
Oh,
I can't do anything here. I don't care much for tablets because I got a smartphone. Yeah, I feel the same way. I mean, they're great for kids because their motor skills are less defined than adults.
Less defined than adults.
And there's plenty of awesome educational material available for kids on tablets.
Available for kids.
So both of our older ones have tablets.
About tablets.
And then, of course, my wife and I just use our phones.
Phone.
Ugh, I let that guy just bully me.
His phone.
Gotta go back around the beginning to get the last. Oh, that's right.
Pass and cast. Pass some mast. Pass some last. Pass some
Skip-a-dip-a-doo.
cast. Pass some.
Thanks for keeping me on track, man. Helpful.
Hey, can I have a drink?
No.
Am I ever going to drink?
Just making sure you're back on track before you go exploring again. Yes.
Am
I get to talking and then I forget what I'm doing.
I ever?
We already talked about this, Max.
Yes.
How's the snack Mom brought in?
Oh, I haven't tried my hand to this yet.
Oh, did you forget about it?
I'm just nervous.
Nervous. Huh?
I'm just nervous. This is cheese.
It is cheese. You should taste it, though, before you decide you don't like it. It's provolone. No, not like that. Pick one up and eat it. Oh, I thought the dude was over here.
A piece of meat up and eat it. You can eat all the cheese if you like.
Your mother said eat the pastrami.
What's a pastrami?
The meat.
Oh. You can eat all the cheese if you like.
Mmm.
And I'll eat all the pastrami. What's pastrami again? Oh, yeah.
See what Aunt Julie said?
Max, your mom makes delicious snacks. Try it. Yeah. Thanks, Aunt Julie. It's really good. You're like the best aunt I have that is watching this.
Quite the pool to choose from there.
What's cool?
A pool is a group of or a collection of things.
Oh.
I wonder if schools do special activities anymore. When I was your son's age in first grade, my teacher made us brownie bread man, and we got to see it come out of the school's oven in the cafeteria. That sounds really cool.
I think I need to go to the bathroom. Be right back.
Okay. A brownie bread man.
Brownie bread? Brownie bread.
Aunt Julie said, "You are so kind, buddy."
I know. And
A brownie bread man sounds delicious. She didn't have the stuff for a gingerbread man, so she improvised, huh? That's awesome. Julie, you should be taking notes there. My sister, the J Gooch 789 there, she is going to school to become a teacher. We're all very proud. I think I already killed this guy, didn't I? I do want that fairy though. Oh no. Oh, sneeze. Sneeze. There we go. Yes. You can use the health. Yes, I could. Thank you. Nightmare room. Rude. Did I already go through here? Is this...
I got to spend a little time with my little sister Alice. By the way, where am I?
Where was that fourth room? Ah, up here. Hopefully these stairs do go to it.
By the way,
Kids will be making and decorating sugar cookies this week. Stand up.
decorating sugar cookies?
Yes. That's what your mom said. You guys will be making sugar cookies.
Yay, so we can eat them.
That is, well, actually, I don't think they're for you to eat. I think they're for you to take to the neighbor.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. You know the nice couple that lives next door to us?
No.
You guys see them when you go out and ride bikes sometimes?
I don't remember.
You don't know?
No.
Where did this take me? Not where I wanted to go.
Not where I want to go.
Don't do that.
Sorry. Hey, that's close to the... Cheers!
I need to get up here. Stop.
Hey, I have something that rhymes. Fly up.
That sounds awesome. I bet Max will enjoy decorating them. Yeah, no, your mom said that they're for the neighbors. You're making them for the neighbors.
Oh, right. I
Maybe
forgot
that
to
was
ask
the
for
staircase for it.
Milk. Be right back. I'm gonna ask for some more milk.
Okay. My neighbors I had when I was growing up was like a second family. We had some neighbors when I was a little kid that they were an older couple that lived across the street from us, and they were like second grandparents. Push the block. There we go. Oh no, I have pimples. Thank you, fairy. Can I go this way? Back last December, my old neighbors passed away. It was heartbreaking. Yeah. That can be rough, especially if there's somebody that's been in your life for a long time. If you said they were like family. Sent me a message saying she was in the hospital for lung cancer. Yeah, that's sad. Sorry to hear that. Alright, sit down.
Did I scare Mayor you?
You scared me so good.
I mean, did I really scare you?
You certainly did not.
Boo! Why scare you all the time? It's like those Christmas-
How long did she have between the diagnosis and when she passed? People like that only come once in your lifetime. I would not disagree with that.
Hey, for some reason I'm in the Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening.
You are.
Somebody help
6 months
me.
or so.
Somebody help me.
My wife and I just watched a movie. Well, we just finished it today. It takes us a few days to watch a movie because of my schedule. We just don't have time to sit down and watch anything in one go. But we just finished this movie called The Farewell. And it's about a Chinese family. The grandmother has lung cancer, and she doesn't know. And the family doesn't tell her. Like, they get the diagnosis. Need to go more left. Hey, can you close the door? Thanks. But they decided as a family to basically not tell her that she's going to die from cancer because they don't want her to worry about it. They feel like it's their job to shoulder that burden so that she can continue being happy.
I want everybody to meet Nick.
I don't want to spoil it for you. If you want to check it out, it's called The Farewell. It was really good.
Dad?
Oh, I missed.
Dad?
She was diagnosed that summer.
Dad?
Yes, buddy.
I want Nathan to meet everybody that's watching.
Maybe in a bit. We got plenty of time.
Okay. Like plenty?
Plenty.
Plenty?
Yes.
Plenty.
Oh no, I went too far. Yeah, sorry to hear about your neighbor. That's rough.
Pusha.
Polenta. That is a food, yes. Did he say polenta? Did you say polenta?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. Hey, speaking of which,
There we go.
type polenta. What does that mean?
It's a type of food.
Oh, can I type it?
Sure. Do you see how to spell it there? Jaeger already spelled it. I was making joke. Oh, when he said polenti. I don't need to. Ah, he hit me in the back. Now I have to kill him. This was not worth it. This was a terrible idea. He hit me like 3 times. Here we go, number 4.
Where is a P?
Oh no, I don't have the bombs out. There we go. Oh, I see. You have to time it to when he goes to make the swing. I was wondering why sometimes it wasn't like didn't seem to be doing anything. Well, that was much easier once I figured it out. Polenta looks like grits. Oh, that's right.
Is that the hook shot?
Polenta. Jaeger, where'd you say you're from? You got the hook shot! Its chain stretches long when you use it.
Yay, we got the hook shot.
Strange description.
Now we can go. Now we can use it.
Man, that goes super far. Texas. Living in Texas. How's Texas this time of year?
Texas Roadhouse is like a great restaurant. You should probably go there.
Finally, hook shot. Yes. Super excited.
Shot. Hooray, ray, hooray, ray, ray, hooray, ray, 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 ray.
Of course. I have some good friends who live in Texas. I have some family who used to live in Texas. We have the potential of going to Texas here soon. Temperature drops and rises like crazy, but it's good. I spent some months in Arizona, near Tucson. I think I got there in April. And
Can I see the controller?
it was so cold in the mornings
Can I please see the controller
before
for
the
a
sun
second?
came up. And then by the time the sun was up, it was like 120 degrees.
Can I please see the controller for a second? Because I want to check them out to see if you just fought the nightmare.
I did not just fight them. We haven't gotten to the nightmare yet. Clink.
Plink! Plink!
So you... cornmeal, yes. You live in a deserty area, I assume? Deserty portion of Texas? Is there non-deserty portions of Texas? I don't know. Whoa, let's see if this does this. Yep. Oh, look at that. That is cool.
Look at it! It's a bridge up in Pidge!
Look at it.
Look at Pidge.
We still don't have the key.
No kimochi.
No kimochi. Now I can go across here without being hit. 50 miles from Dallas.
Hook shot.
I think I've only been to Dallas while flying through it. Green as can be. That's cool.
Green as can breathe. Whoop!
Yes!
Woo!
Hook shot.
The hook shot is the best item ever!
I'm kind of partial to the ocarina myself.
Hey, try using the hook shot on an enemy.
Oh, too late. Oh my goodness. Stop that noise. That was the worst.
Hooray for noises.
Hook shot those stone mask guys. I certainly will.
Yeppo Peppo.
Nice.
Noise.
Nice.
Noise.
Bridge. That's pretty cool. I really like that.
Yeah, that's my like favorite parto tarto.
That guy doesn't,
Porto
Rude. Get out of here. Get out of here.
What's a mom?
Oh my.
Spiders! Check the map.
Kind of looks like a crab.
Check the map.
Ooh.
Check the map. Please.
Hold on. Oh, that didn't work. Scooby-Doo, Scooby-Doo, Scooby-Doo. Get out of here. Yes. Oh no.
Those guys are like spider, miter, fighter, kiters.
What is that?
Fighter, spider, hider, cider.
You watching the chat? What did Aunt Julie say?
Oh. We got to go for the evening. We love you guys. Love you too, Anjali. Mwah.
Thanks for watching.
I'm just in the chat.
Come on. Come on. Ah, good. Killed one of them.
Hi.
Ah, you got me. Have fun. And Julie said have fun.
You do.
Do the eyeball thing. No, do the eyeball. Do the eyeball. Yes. Do the eyeball. There we go. Oh, Goma. Twin Goma. Yes. I completely forgot that that is the name of the spider. I think that's the first boss you fight in Majora's Mask. No, not Majora's Mask. Ocarina of Time.
Can
Hit him in his eye hole.
Can you please put
Pop him in the eye hole.
Can you please put a exclamation mark in the book
So,
for 2 times?
hold the shift. Hold shift. Now press 1 while holding shift. Boop. There you go. Now press enter. Ocarina of Time. Yes.
Ocarina of Time, mine time. Love
I don't remember what the first thing you fight in Majora's Mask is.
LOL, yeah. What'd you say that for? Advice?
I've already been here. Let's see.
That's like
Oh wait, I think this is where. Can we hookshot up? We can! That is nifty.
like 15.
She has a
Nifty
title. She has a title, and I remember it.
Ha!
Parasitic Armored Arachnid Queen Goma. In Majora's Mask? Or is that an Ocarina of Time? Ocarina. Her name was that long? I don't remember that. Well, this was a waste. This is not helpful at all.
Waste of time.
Waste of time.
Waste of time.
Ba-dum, boom, boom. Ba-dum, boom, ba-doom.
The hook shot is like awesome. It's like too cool to
Infernal
ever be
Dinosaur King.
Use that.
Yes!
Use the hook shot on them.
The lizardy guy. The Dodongo.
I'm underneath the hook shot.
Use the hook shot.
Yeah,
Use the hook shot, Link.
that was like Hilary Prairie.
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 Shh. You're very yelly right now. Go down 2 rooms and then to the right. Get off me!
Walls.
Get off me!
Where's the
Bioelectric Anime Brionde.
from
From memory. Man. That is impressive.
You could just use hook shot. Hook shot.
Oh yeah, I was gonna use. Look at me, dog. Ha! Got him. He's naked. He's naked.
Naked, he is naked.
I like the hook shot. I like that you can stun enemies.
I like the hook shot.
Evil Spirit
I like
from
that
Beyond
you can-
Phantom Ganon. Byronade. Byronade, yes.
Hey, is it okay if I sing a song about the hook shot?
Absolutely.
The hook shot! 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 The hook shot can make you go from far places to near.
Oh, he boned me.
And if you know that, it can make you fear. Sometimes you can use it to stun enemies.
Enemies.
And it can also be used to reach faraway places.
Factual statement, yes. He almost got me. Subterranean lava dragon, yes. That was from Wind Waker, right?
You know that
I feel like you're just naming these things to make me try to pronounce them, and you know I can't. Boom, 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 boom.
There was a burp in
Boom,
the
boom, boom,
end.
boom. Dum, 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 dum. Yes, I like this hook shot. Hey, hey, rude.
Mood. Food.
Ocarina of Time. What? Volga, yeah, that was it. Come back here, electric bowl of doom.
Boo!
Oh, you're impervious.
Boo!
Lava dragon. Was that in the fire temple? The lava dragon? How do I get over there?
Gosh.
But how?
Mow.
Go back up. We
What's
need a
mow?
key. I don't think we have a key. Have we a key? No, we don't. Let's see.
Baba black sheep, have you any meat? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Are they
For
eating the sheep?
peaceful. One for the master, one for the name, and one for the little boy who lives down the lane. Baba black sheep.
Could you take this to your mother and ask her to refill it for me?
Okay. Have you any meat? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 3 pieces whole.
Not at all how that goes.
It's my way of saying it.
Hey, I'm fine with that.
I'm my kind.
Let's see. There's 4 treasure chests. Ah, I should have just done the warp. I could come back here and get that. Okay, we'll go back the other way. Oh no. Oh no. I think I might have messed myself up here. Oh no. The one I hated the most is giant aquatic amoeba morpha. I cannot think of which one that is. Morpha. Was that in inside of the fish? Inside the belly of the fish on Ocarina of Time? When you're going for the sapphire? Ooh, there it is. Oh wait, I wanted to go this way anyway. No. Jabu Jabu, yeah. Water temple. Okay, that was the Byronade. The biggest thing I remember about Jabu Jabu was waiting on the King Zora to scoot out of the way after talking to him. You had to sit and wait for him to be like, meh, 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 forever. Silver Ruby, I don't want you. I'll take you, but I don't want you. I want a key. I want a key. Useless waste of time. Boo. I've got the power. Oh, rude.
Have you any meat? Yes, sir. Yes,
Oh,
sir.
thank you.
100 bags.
Yep, thank you very much.
Full.
I've got coffee.
One for the lane, one for the little boy who lives down the lane.
We're still going with that song, huh?
Yeah, hey, is my mic muted?
Oh, yes, it is. There we go.
What?
Uh-oh.
What?
Don't say that. It's, check.
Hello?
Why is it now echoing? Uh-oh.
Are we in the cave?
I'm having coffee difficulties. Don't do that.
I always wanted to drink coffee.
Are you guys getting an echo? Or is it just me?
Huh? Nope, it's us.
Here we go.
No echoes now.
Well, yeah, if you take the headphones off, silly.
Illy. Philly.
Yes, it's echoing. No
Chili.
bueno.
Hey, chill out. Chill
Check.
out.
Is that better?
Yep. Chill out.
I wonder why it was so loud and echoey.
Why are you looking for this one?
Did that fix it, Jaeger?
Yeah.
Stop. My goodness.
Okay.
Yes, good, thank you. There's 2 more chests, Max, that we need to acquire. No, 3 more.
Try using the hook shot on the wall and then go towards the chest on that one.
Well, the stairs here take us down here. So we'll go back to the stairs. We'll go up.
Up.
Wait.
Up.
Yeah, up 1, 2, and to the right. I don't remember where those stairs go. We'll see.
Well, just use them and find out.
Okie doke.
Okay, moke. Oh.
Boom, boom.
Do you want to hear my T-Rex roar? Anybody?
I'm sure they do. I like Ganondorf's title, Great King of Evil Ganondorf. It is rather prestigious sounding, isn't it? That is a ferocious roar.
And the final boss is simply called Ganon.
Ganon.
Ganon! That's a boring name.
Maybe he realized by that point in the game that he doesn't need all the pretension. He can just be himself. And when he came to that realization, he was ready to fight Link. And be the hero of the battle. Or die, which is actually, what he ended up doing. Depending on how well you play. Are you okay?
Yes.
Your face is deflating like a balloon. Oh my goodness.
I'm flat. Just kidding.
You say
Nothing.
flat?
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild, they mention in ages past he had a mortal form. I have got to finish Breath of the Wild. I get so... Hey, what is your deal? Max, look at me. You need to calm down. Alright?
Yes, sir.
Max, I'm being serious.
Okay, I'll do anything you tell me to.
Thank you. Anyway, which is calling back to Ocarina of Time. I got all 4 of the guardians or whatever they are, and then got sidetracked. I tend to just wander off and do all the side quests on pretty much any sort of open world game,
Why, you?
which is probably it's a habit I need to get out of. It was great when I was a kid and needed to fill the time of my life with some form of entertainment, but now I have a job and children. It is a big game. Family that I have to feed, so I don't have all the time in the world to play video games. And I really just should be focused on completing the main quest.
No, Batman!
A long time ago, I worked for Bethesda Softworks, who makes the Elder Scrolls series, and I got Fallout 4 the day it came out, which was years ago. I just finished it a few months ago because I just spend so much time doing side quests.
We care about nothing but ocarinas. No thanks.
Finished the game right after I got all the shrines. Oh my gosh. Sounds like you have the same problem I do. You gotta do all the things before you're willing to let yourself move on.
I want to scare you someday.
This is not where I want to be.
Dad, I want to scare you someday.
I need to go back down.
I want to scare you someday.
Down, down, right.
Dad.
Yes, Max.
I want to
Yes.
scare you someday.
Okay. Good luck. I am not easy to scare.
Bad luck for me.
Well, it depends on whether or not you do a good job of it. I explored enough of the map to get the entire scope of the world just so I could get all the shrines. Oh no, I fell off the cliff. When I first started playing it, I thought to myself, I'm totally going to get all of the Quark seeds. And then I very quickly changed my mind about that. Can I break that with an arrow? I cannot.
She wants to come in.
Yes, Alice. Yes, Alice. It's okay, sweetheart. Alright, what is that?
You can't go back
Paint?
down that way.
Oh, your hair is a mess. Go get the hairbrush.
She wants to show you her nail polish.
Oh.
I know.
Her.
Here, come here.
Aw,
Come here.
so cute. Oh. I
Here,
couldn't
pick it
even
up.
hear anyway. Like, oh,
Come here.
so pretty.
They're beautiful.
Yeah.
Look,
Most of them got, like,
put your
out
hand
of
right here.
order.
Alice has nail polish on. So pretty.
See
This is
her-
what? This
see
is her special
toenails.
thing that she did with mommy
See her
instead of
toenails.
streaming. They're beautiful.
See toenails. Hey,
They're so sparkly. You want some of that meat?
I want toenails. Or I want nails.
Can you give Alice the cheese that you're not eating?
Okay.
You can give her that too.
Please. This is
You want the
nails.
cheese?
Yeah.
There you go.
I please.
There you go.
I want
All right, go
nail-
play.
Come on.
I want nail
I
polish.
love you.
I want nail polish.
You can help me give Nathan a bath. Come on.
I want help.
What?
I want help, Mom.
Oh no, she just needs Alice. I explored enough of the map to get the entire scope of the world so I could get all the shrines. I bet that took forever. Same high school classmate that gave me Link's Awakening Nintendo Power Guide worked for a third-party developer for
Dad?
Nintendo for a while. That's pretty cool.
Dad,
Yes.
can you put on that wallpaper thing?
Oh. This right here?
Yeah, that's perfect.
There you go.
Okay, so
You can't go back down that way. You have to go around. You have a great family. I appreciate that. Cousin and a lot of people I know have kids, but I choose not to.
my cousin.
I totally understand the decision to not have kids.
But I choose not
But
to.
I would never do it differently. My kids are super awesome. I always wanted to be a dad too even when I was young.
Hulk smash!
Is Hulk also a lion?
No! No! No!
This place is ruining my life.
No! No!
Max, where do I go? Tell me where I go. I need to get one of these two chests, maybe that one. Where am I at? Alright, let's go right, and then up, and then right, and then up.
I know.
You don't
Check the
know.
map again.
Hold on, I think we'll just go right, and then up,
And then up.
yep, and then up,
And then up.
whoop, and then right. I respect that. The way I see it, we all choose our path in life. Yeah, I agree with that. Kids definitely aren't for everybody. Forget I... Do I go that way? Nope. I need to go up.
I wish
We'll go in and
Reagan
back out.
could stay. I wish Reagan could stay tonight.
She stayed over last night.
Yeah, but I wish she could stay more. Like,
Oh no. If she stayed more, I'd have to start charging her rent.
what?
She'd have to start paying to live here.
Why would she need to pay?
Can't live somewhere for free. You don't live here for free. I pay for it. Did you know that?
That is true.
Purple rupee. You are not a key. That is way too loud. Purple ruby. Get off me.
Dad!
Nope, back the other way.
I'm cheering for you.
I know. I appreciate the enthusiasm. Oh no! So Jaeger is, I assume Zelda's one of your favorite series. Max lucky he didn't grow up in the rental age. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's pretty awesome that you can, like, even if you do rent games nowadays, it's usually through like a subscription and you stream it. But I definitely remember, actually it's lucky for me that he doesn't grow up in the rental age, because I remember my parents having to drive me to Blockbuster all the time, and I'm pretty sure that that wasn't their favorite activity, so thanks Mom and Dad for driving me to Blockbuster over the years. There's a key. There we go. Stop that.
Is it okay if I do it silently?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want silently. Zelda, Metroid, and Final Fantasy. I didn't get super into the Metroid games. They're good. But when Metroid Prime, I believe, came out on the GameCube, I didn't own a GameCube at the time, and a buddy of mine let me borrow it. And I played probably halfway through the game before he had to have his GameCube back.
Is this gonna take all night?
Probably.
Hopefully not.
We'll see.
Hopefully not.
And then when he took the GameCube back, and I got my own GameCube, I did not want to restart the whole thing, so I just didn't get back into it. I almost did the same thing with Breath of the Wild. I was in Thailand, and a friend let me borrow his Switch while we were in Thailand, and I played probably 20 hours of Breath of the Wild, and then bought my own Switch in Korea, and got Breath of the Wild, but it was like super sad to me that I had to restart everything I had done on there.
Why did you have to restart? Tell us.
Oh, goodness.
Tell us why.
Why what? Why I had to restart Breath of the Wild?
Yeah.
Because I played it on a friend's Switch. And then when I got my Switch, the save data was, for when I played it the first time, was still on his Switch. Let's go down here.
Oh. That's sad.
Not really sad.
Look.
I just had to start over.
Look. Bloopers.
Bloopa!
Bloopa.
Bloopa!
Bloopa.
Here we go. Come to me, treasure.
Come to me.
Hopefully this is the nightmare key. Yeah!
Come to me, Nightmare. I want to fight the nightmare.
I didn't get Breath of the Wild on Switch, even though I got a Switch like that following year. I have it on Wii U. Keeping my Wii U because it will have some value.
Dad, I want to fight the nightmare.
That's probably why you still have your Game Boy, and I wish that I had done the same. I would love to have like a display of every console I've ever owned. But alas, I did not keep them. What'd you say?
I want to
You want to fight the nightmare? Okay, I'll let you have the first shot at the nightmare. Okay?
And then you have the second?
Yes. Let's see.
And then I have the first?
Oh yeah, we have the small key, so we gotta go.
There?
Yes.
Why?
I think we go through the warp to get there. I was gonna say something about something that you said. No, I don't remember what it was. Ah. I know what he's up against.
What? Being a superhero?
Who's a superhero?
Me.
You are.
Yeah.
Ah, my goodness. Boom.
Bombs, 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 bombs. Hey,
Just
the bears on the bus go roar, roar, roar.
who put bears on a bus? That is so irresponsible.
All through the town.
Slime eel.
The monkeys on the bus go. Ooh, ooh,
Don't like the sound of that.
ooh, ooh, ah. The monkeys on the bus go. Ooh, ah. All through the town.
Dude,
Bear, watch out.
probably for the best that he fights him. Just the regular creatures are beating me. Oh my gosh.
Use the fairy bottle.
This is embarrassing.
Use the fairy bottle.
We don't need the fairy bottle. If you use the magic powder on the flamey guys, they heal you.
Do.
Oh, now we gotta wait on this guy to come back. Oh. There we go. That wasn't too bad.
You want to hit him?
Open!
Oh,
Open.
open!
Hook short.
Hooray for the hook shot.
Yes.
Can I open it?
Here, sorry, I already pressed the button. But go ahead.
Why isn't anybody here?
All right, Max. So, you're the outs. Hey, let me read it.
I didn't do it.
Oh. I shall eat you! Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh. Ah. Slime eel. Jaeger says good luck.
Yeah, definitely.
It looks like the tail won't hit you in the corners. Maybe you have to hook shot his face. It's X. Get him. Oop. Oh, that didn't do it.
Sword his face.
Maybe.
That,
Try hitting the, maybe hit his tail. Nope, that didn't do it. So, you are the outsider. Come to wake the windfish. Thank you for the recap.
maybe bows?
I always get sad when I don't get to read the text in it.
Maybe he needs to eat the bows to get hurt.
The arrows.
Yeah, hero. Hey, that rhymes.
Can you hit his tail that's not the spiky part? Maybe not.
Try me.
That doesn't appear to be working.
It's just because he isn't close there enough. Just wait for it. Wait for it. Wah! Ooh, fixed. Ooh.
Back up. What are you doing?
Looking for an item that might work.
Oh.
Maybe the bombs.
Maybe. Maybe put a bomb in front of the door. Or in front of the hole that he comes out of. Now that you have a heart and a half.
Yeah. Do it.
Jaeger says use the hook shot.
Use the hook more.
Oh no.
Nope. No effect. I'm not using the controller.
You were. Oh, got him. Yeah.
Do be safe.
Do be safe. Oh no. I guess we want him to. This one specifically. Oh! Oh no! Oh no.
Handle it again.
That was a shorter one. Drag out that ugly mug and wail on the glowing core when you go.
Do it again.
Okay.
I want to see you win, not joy. Barf! Barf. Now we have to
Hey,
go.
hey. Not so loud.
Barf. Now we have to go all
Oh,
the way
how
from
did
here
we get
to
over
the
there?
nightmare. And after we get the instrument. And I know just how to get it. Dad,
What?
make sure you eat the hook shot again. Eat 3 times and then hit him.
I feel like
More
this
than
is
3
not
times.
the way.
It's not the way. Did you hook shot the Goomba?
Oh, yeah, this is it. Okay.
Did you hook shot the Goomba?
No, I did not.
But
Should have,
now-
though. That would have been funny.
Yeah. And he blew me away.
All right.
Kill him with that hook shot mine. Let's show you what we got. You little rat eel.
Got him.
Oh no, you don't. You're not playing. Look out at me.
What does that mean?
I'm talking to eel. Mission.
Oh, that's a different. Oh, no. Do we not have a fairy? Yeah.
Yes.
Set it free and it'll heal you.
Use it as why?
Why didn't the fairy help last time?
Because we didn't use it.
When his eyes go black and white, beads don't hook shot. He'll come out like that. Oh, I see. Okay. If you wait for his normal eye color, you get the glowing core. Oh, I waited too late.
And that's not his normal.
Oh, yeah, you're right. There we go. That was the right one. Got him!
Dog! Eat it. Eat it. Eat the hook shot. It's gonna be yummy, yum, yum.
Go away. Go away.
He just ate his spiky part.
Oh, no.
That's not the right face.
Come on. Tried.
Piss off.
Oh. Hey, you don't say that. I told you that before, didn't I?
I don't remember.
I did. I told you not to say that. Because you don't even know what it means, right?
Yeah. What does it mean?
It's just rude.
Yeah.
Ah, come on.
Wrong space.
Wrong guy.
Right.
Too late. Ah,
Wrong time.
I suppose I could stand right here.
Probably not.
Oh, that's all it took was the one. Tisk tisk, you don't seem to know what kind of island this is. Kee, what a fool, kee. Boom! That went your face.
Can I grab both 2 things we
Yes.
need? Continue.
Skip it, boo.
New heart.
Oh man, what is that? Doing good. A rule of thumb is to jump over the tail. Oh, I didn't even think of that. What's that say?
Wind.
Marimba.
We got 2. We got 3 more instruments to grab.
3 more to grab. Yeah, I didn't even think to jump over the tail. I feel ridiculous. Shrine. The island's secret in the shrine.
That's probably the place with the mountain we never been to.
Maybe. The shrine.
How do we get back?
Jumping in between the tail and going from left to right would have been a faster way to nail him quicker. I feel so silly not having thought of that.
What?
What?
Nothing.
Oh.
What?
What?
Nothing.
What?
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 Nothing. What?
Swimming.
What did you say, Dad?
I said swimming.
No. What did you say to me?
I said nothing to you.
Oh, like you said nothing to me. Cool.
Correct.
That is a nice thing to say.
Oh, nice. You can stun these with the hook shot. I see.
I wasn't talking.
Oh no.
I'm gonna go talk to Alice. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Be right back. Hey, why is
Oh no.
why is my microphone muted?
Man. The next one's easier. It's not gonna matter if I keep falling in that hole over and over. I think I already did this. You can actually cheese that part with the bushes and the stairs. I did once before I got the hook shot, or the Pegasus boots. If you swing the sword, then jump. Ooh. Oh boy. Which you did. Ah, I already did this. Let's see if he refills it. Nope. Lame. Let's just teleport. Actually, where I want to go, I believe is just right here. Yeah, I'm gonna teleport. You don't have the bow. What? I should have the bow. I bought it last time we played. I bought it from the store. But maybe I don't. Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, I got it.
Hey, I'm back.
Hi.
I found a sandwich on the coffee table and Mom said I can eat it.
Ooh.
But
The one at Turtle Rock is the bombs, I believe. And the one at Mysterious should be the power upgrade. Mysterious Woods. Power upgrade for the bow? I didn't know there were upgrades for it. Man, this guy's super aggressive.
I'm impressed. I'm unimpressed.
You're unimpressed?
Yeah. Wait, use the hook shot to get over there.
Oh, then that's strange why you couldn't wake up the little devil. Oh, I already did. What he gave was the ability to carry more magic powder. Oh, what am I doing?
That was the arrow. Let's see what that sign said.
I don't think we've been down here. Start here, go this way. Okay. Bless you.
Thank you.
Go this way.
Man, so many enemies.
Go this way.
All the signs
Tricky.
say go go this way.
Go this
but,
way.
Have a different going of what place you should go.
Go this way. Aggro Moblin reminds me of a scene from Game of Thrones, King Robert. He came running at me, this dumb highborn lad, thinking he could end the rebellion with a single swing. I watched, I don't think I finished the second season of Game of Thrones, which I know is just mind-boggling to some people. But, yeah, time's limited.
Which makes a time limit. True, kids. That's true, kids.
Go this way. Go this way. My goodness. I hope I'm doing this right. Go this way. Go this way.
Dad.
Just watch seasons 1 through 5.
Dad.
Did it end poorly? What's up?
I know you're not supposed to do this.
What?
Follow all these signs, because you just lead to the same place.
Do that?
Mm-hmm. You've been down there.
Yeah, but I haven't checked this sign.
Then over there. Then you've been everywhere here.
No, I haven't. I haven't looked at all the signs. Great, you did it. Your reward is this way. Aha! Overt slot, there you go.
You're not over.
Are 1 through 5 the best?
Over.
Oh, what are you? My favorite character in the whole series is Eddard Stark.
Hey,
I did watch... I was super surprised at the ending of the first season. It's been years. Is it, like, still taboo to spoil it?
Dad.
What?
That guy's from a different series, but looks different.
He's from a different series?
Mm-hmm.
You think he's King K. Rool?
No, he's not, but I know it.
Kind of looks like K. Rool.
Well, he's not.
Rabbit. I'm Mamu on vocals. But I didn't need to tell you that, do I? Everybody knows me. Want to hang out and listen to us jam? For 300 rupees, we'll let you listen to a previously unreleased cut. What do you say? Yeah? Sing it.
Or do it.
Man, he's getting it. You've been a wonderful audience. No encores, Croak. Yeah, new song. Frog Song of Souls. It's a very moving tune. It can even liven up unliving things. Interesting. If you play the song, you make everything around you feel more alive. I don't know if I want that.
It's gonna be awesome. Try
To
it.
those who haven't watched it, yeah. Kanye West's new album.
Try it.
How far did you guys get? Welcome back, Aaron. We finished that temple.
And we got to the
Finally
last
uncovered
place
this part of the map. I think that was, yeah, the last part of the map we haven't uncovered.
Yeah.
Yep, just finished the temple in Martha's Bay here, inside the catfish. We got the hook shot. And what are we doing now? You know, we never did that thing in the graveyard. I didn't understand it.
What thing?
Remember that book was talking about, what was it talking about? It was like you memorized the order for, I mean, I really don't remember what it was, unfortunately. It was like the order for like how to move the gravestones or something like that. Telephone booth.
Telephone booths are boring.
Play that song at the cemetery. Okay, we shall do that. Bring, bring! Aurora here. Have you been to the Face Shrine? It's north of the animal village. That's a very interesting ruin. Click.
Yes.
Face Shrine, you say? The Face Shrine?
It's probably the ancient ruins.
Where's this here animal village? Ooh. Ooh. Is that the place with the dude that we couldn't beat?
Yeah.
I don't want to go there. What is this? Is this a place?
Yeah, but I don't know what it does.
Maybe that's where we go. I don't like that this is like illuminated. Like, hey, you should go here. I feel like that spot on the map's brighter.
Okay, you should go here.
Came
Okay,
back
you should go
with
there.
some Walmart sushi, so let's see how that goes. I too like to live dangerously. Fun fact, Abigail and I's first date ever was at a commissary, like a military commissary. We got sushi. And I believe Overt Sloth was there to witness that joyous occasion. Is that right? I was there for Pogue. This man said Pogue.
What does poke mean?
Person other than grunt.
Look.
It's for people who join the military but don't do infantry.
I would do that if I were in the army.
You would be a Pogue if you were in the army?
Let's buy some stuff. Let's buy some stuff.
Here sleeps the flying rooster. Let's liven this guy up. Maybe that's how it works. Hmm? 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 Do it, frog. Well, I did nothing.
Boo.
Yip, yip.
Yep, 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 yep.
Let's see if there's anything new in the crane game real quick.
I wonder.
I get my sushi from Texas
Hey,
Supermarket
let's get that white
HEB.
block. Let's get that white block.
Oh, weird. What is that? I need it in my life.
Get it. I'll get everything else myself.
No, come back. Ugh.
I'll get it for you.
What is Heb? For us Pogues who don't know.
I'll get it.
All right, you try.
Challenge again. Play. Good luck. Okay, which one's up?
Oh, it got away.
Oh.
You can try again. You can try again.
You try again.
Okay, I will.
Listen, if this takes all night, I'm never gonna get a turn again.
All night. All night long.
All night long.
Let's give this a try.
What are you?
It's abbreviated. HEB. Oh no. What have I done? Knocked it over. Grocery store only in Texas.
It's a grocery store only in Texas.
Yes.
Texas, I think.
Texas.
Texas Roadhouse.
Oh, you love Texas Roadhouse. Get in there. Yes.
I want to know what that is.
We shall find out.
Maybe just get the hearts and the bombs. And the 2 rupees.
Nah, that'd take too long. Oh no, I accidentally hit play. Well, might as well. What's worth more, the purple or the red? Take the purple.
Purple and red. Get the purple and the red. Get the purple and the red.
Good quality stuff. Ooh, that was close. It almost fell out.
I've been to
A Whole
Full
Foods.
Fields. Get the red one too. And the heart and the bomb.
Oh, why do I keep hitting yes?
Get 3 more things.
Compulsive need to press A when people are talking in video games.
Purple.
Purple 50, red 20. Hey, sit down. Just before Ben puked. I remember that.
No, I want the heart.
No, we don't need it. We have full hearts. It would be a waste of 10 rupees.
10.
Yeah, that's how much it costs to play. Yeah, I puked because you bought me that milkshake. It was your fault.
Your wall is bursting. A chamber stone?
Why does it feel so strange?
Oh,
I don't know.
It, chamber stone.
Hey, stop. You're going to pull it out.
I like little.
Max, are you listening to me?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I always forget that we can just teleport.
Yeah, but you can teleport to teleporters.
We're going to take Mommy's advice. And...
Not where we want to go.
yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Oh, but it is.
We don't want to go inside the Amber Shack, do we?
Well, yes, because we just got that stone.
Chamber.
Yeah, let's see what that does real quick.
Hey, can you open the menu?
Why? Company's always welcome. You look like you've been through a lot. Sit down and tell me about it. Quite the tale. You've got a new chamber stone. Let me take that into a chamber for you real quick. Or make that into a chamber. I just got about all of the chamber stones in my game, but I still can't figure out the Dampy minigame. Slot them into the dungeon and see what's inside. Dampy the Gravedigger. I believe first introduced in Ocarina of Time, in the graveyard outside of Kakariko Village. Watching you down there gave me an idea for a new challenge. It's ready whenever you want. Perhaps, oh no, perhaps later. Heart-pounding grave digging tour, I remember that. Back off, bird. Oh, wrong way. Oh no, it didn't do anything. What's gonna come out? What's gonna come out? When I start digging, we'll find out. I completely forgot about that. What is your all-time favorite Zelda game? Wind Waker.
That's mine.
I think Wind Waker was my favorite.
And guess what mine is?
What? What's your favorite?
I'll give you a hint. It's the one with the hook shot.
Most of them have a hook shot.
So,
Did you
say
know
the
that?
name of it.
Say the name, say the name. The Zelda with the hook shot. Man, nothing. Really thought it would do something cool. Clearly, we just don't know how to use it. Swamp. Favorite Zelda game would surprise you.
Guess what my favorite Zelda game is?
Is it Twilight Princess?
No. Hello. Hello. Guess again.
Oh, now that we got the hook shot, we can go up there.
Guess what it is. It's the one.
Is it this one?
Yes, it's the Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's like the best Legend of Zelda game I ever played in my life. What's yours? What's yours, Sarai?
Oh, Sarai's not on anymore, remember? Yeah, she got off her room.
What's yours, Mom?
But your Uncle Aaron is back on.
What's yours, Mom?
Overt Sloth is on.
Yeah.
Jaeger is on.
Yeah. What's your favorite Abester?
Abster, that's Mommy.
What's your favorite Abster?
This game. This is a very good one. Do you prefer this one or do you prefer the original? Meh, already been here.
Mom? Or Abster? What's your favorite Legend of Zelda game?
If I had to pick a second favorite, it would be Wind Waker. I just really liked Wind Waker.
Abster?
She might not be listening.
Abster!
Don't yell. Uncalled for.
I'll just go out.
Why?
Because I wrote
Super important to you, huh?
I mean, like, it's not fun.
I could hear my daughter. They watch it on the TV while we stream. And I heard my daughter when Max left the room to go ask what Mommy's favorite Zelda game is. She was like, "Where'd Max go?" Because he's off the camera now.
She didn't tell me.
She put it on the chat. The original, even though this remake's
I'm
really
not
good.
very experienced, but I like watching Dad play Breath of the Wild.
There you go. She likes Breath of the Wild.
I like Link's Awakening.
50 rupees.
50 rupees! Everything is awesome! Everything's nuts awesome. My bad. Excuse me.
Excuse you. Oh no. How do I get back across?
Probably die.
I don't want to die. Third would be Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina of Time.
I actually liked Majora's Mask more than I liked Ocarina of Time. I loved Ocarina of Time, but I just thought that the mechanic of the day-night cycle
Why is this place so
was so cool.
useless?
Well, I don't know.
Maybe it's do that over and over and over and over and over. Yay!
How do I get back across?
Probably die. That's
Original would be in my top 5 fave. Ah, there we go. You had to push the right one. Ridiculous.
easy measy lemon peasy.
Yes, all those things.
Let's go get the eagle key. Or the key. Or the key. Or the key. Or the key.
Stat.
Let's go get the last key. Hey, can we check the items?
What items?
Our items.
And what we have?
Yeah.
I
I want to see the
suppose.
keys. I want to see how many keys we have. Please? Okay, we have. Really? We didn't have to use a key to get into the catfish maw?
Nope, it was already open. Remember?
I don't remember at all.
Yeah, it was open.
I don't remember.
Silly old bear.
Bear? What? Who are you calling bear?
You, little bear.
I'm no bear. I'm a Max.
I'm a Max. Aaron said my top would either be Majora's Mask or Ocarina of Time, probably just because those were the ones I played as a kid. Yeah, I think they hold a very strong nostalgic value for a lot of people. I think it would be neat if Game of Thrones was played and someone manages to have all of the Koholint Island pop up. Game of Thrones. Oh, theme.
Dad,
Yes.
will I get to play with the Switch tomorrow? Will I have school tomorrow?
You do have school tomorrow, yes. But if you finish it quickly, you can play with the Switch.
Go to school and hooray for the Switch.
No, not Buddha school. You have to do good at school if you hope to ever make a video game. You can't make video games if you don't know school. If you don't know math and spelling and reading.
I don't want no schoolwork.
That was atrocious, the way that you said that.
What's atrocious mean?
It means disgusting.
Ah!
Boop, 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 boop.
Really? This way?
Have we been there? No. Like it does in the opening of the... Oh, I know what you're talking about now with the, like, the map. How it, like, unfolds the map as it goes. That would be cool.
We can have one chamber stone.
Chamber stone.
Oh, and it's a chamber.
Stop. Being rude. Oh, there's a door. Ha! Found it. Ooh.
This is the piece of heart we've been trying to get to all of the time, every time we got here.
This is true.
I'm so happy.
So happy.
Everything's awesome.
I feel you, Max. I have to go to school for finals this week. That's what your Uncle Aaron said. He has to go to school this week, too.
Oh, Uncle Aaron.
Isn't that crazy? Even as an adult, you still go to school.
Yeah, I already knew he still went to school.
You did? How did you know that?
Where are all the boulders coming from?
I don't know. They're not being very nice.
Look, see, it's not the boulder's fault.
What? Totally the boulder's fault.
No, they don't have fault. Dude,
50 rupees.
well, it's not right. Hey, let's see what's over the bridge first. Boo.
Weird. That rock is like wavy looking.
Let's go see the other.
I feel like smashing that guy.
Tell me a joke while I drink.
Got to see show. No, because you'll spit it everywhere. Not falling for that.
Of course you're not. And I won't,
Dip,
I
dip,
promise.
dip. What? Oh, it's another one of these. This is not the same one. Ugh. There we go. Hey, kid, you woke me up from a fine nap. Thanks a lot. But now I'll get my revenge. Are you ready? Okay, I'll let you carry more bombs. Are you ready? Yes. Missed a good opportunity to make a Zelda TV series from the maker of Game of Thrones. That would be sweet. Heh, you deserve it. Now, look at all that junk you have to carry. Take care, see you again.
That guy's
I
like,
have the bombs.
that guy's like a jerk.
Nah, he's actually helping us
Why?
because he gave us a whole bunch of bombs.
Yeah, but
And now we can carry more bombs.
yeah, but he hurt my player.
No, he didn't. He doesn't actually hurt you. Look at that, 60 bombs now that we can carry. That is a lot of bombs. Exactly. Oh, what are you? That doesn't work.
Oh, come on.
I don't think we can get through here yet.
Try the bombs.
Yeah, that didn't work.
Try the bombs.
Nope. Seemed like a good idea.
Boo.
Almost just stood on that.
Maybe kill that guy?
What guy?
That fire breathing. Whoa.
I don't know how I'm supposed to do that. Got a piece of heart!
Got a piece of ball!
Yep.
It's not muted anymore.
Well, it causes an echo. We're gonna turn it off.
Aww.
It looks like if we could get past this. I don't know how we would get past it though. Also, we haven't been over here. Ah. Man, I think we have to drop down. Fun fact, the full moon cello in Link's Awakening sounds like more like a Stradivarius violin. That is a fun fact. I would not know the difference. I guess I would. I know the difference between a cello and a violin. This is the letter writing guy, I think. Yep. Oh boy, letter writing is such a great hobby.
I want to write a letter.
You do? Who would you send it to?
My friends back in Hawaii, because I miss them so much.
Yeah? Well, maybe Mommy could get, Landon's address. And we could send a letter to Landon. Would you like that?
Yeah, and send it to Kingston.
Oh, one to Kingston too? Yeah?
Yeah, send one to everyone we met in Hawaii.
It's a lot of people.
Yeah, but I'm sure we have to deal with it.
Cello is more bellowish, a violin is a higher tone. I thought so.
Cello rhymes with bellow.
Santa.
Can you just say mellow, or bellow, or catafello?
Write a letter to Santa.
Santa died.
He did die a long time ago.
But he was a very nice man.
That's correct.
Kids with lots of presents.
Lots of people believe that Santa still gives kids presents, you know?
Yeah, that's actually mom and dad.
It's true. But it's fun to pretend, right?
Yeah. I don't really do it anymore because
I'm gonna head out. Someone just popped in that I want to catch up with. Absolutely. Hey, man. Thanks so much for hanging out with us today.
Oh,
Thanks for the follow, and we hope to see you again next Sunday. Tip before I leave,
who's
yes.
that?
Head back to the Face Shrine area.
Who's that?
What Face Shrine area? Help me out here. Face Shrine.
Face Shrine. Damby Shack?
I know the fish face right there.
Huh?
Area to the east.
The area to the east. What the guy mean to do that? I'm slipping off the chair.
Just above the desert. The place with the, this one here? With the guy in it that I couldn't beat?
Maybe above the ruins too?
Maybe. Oh, yeah, maybe right here. We'll figure it out. You go catch up with your friend.
Yep.
Again, thanks so much for hanging out. We really enjoyed it.
I see you. Bye. Open. Hello. Good boy. Bye.
We could do the rapids thing to get down there, I suppose.
The rapids raid?
Yeah. Why not? Zip.
That's a great idea. Why not do the rapids race? Please.
Okay. Oh, my back. Want to go on a raft ride? Yes, I do. Rapids race. You want me to do the race, right?
Yeah.
Raft is ready outside. That guy said, "Wee." Oh boy.
Like a key.
We like a key. Can I use a hook shot? Ooh, I can. Let's see how this goes. Oh, that really speeds it up. Lightning fast! Boom! 38 seconds. Oars up! The rapids race is over. Looks like that's a new record for you. Your time was 38 seconds, 38.93. Guess you got hung up somewhere. Seems rude. I thought we did pretty well. Want a piece of heart? Yeah! Don't give it to anybody.
Yeah.
No!
Uh-huh.
We're down here now. What kind of capture card do you have? We're using the Elgato. What is it? H60. It's they have like a this one, and then they have like a plus one, and the plus one, I believe captures 4K, maybe. I have the non-4K one, but it does a great job. It's actually USB. It interfaces with the computer with USB. You plug the HDMI cable from whatever system you're using.
The filling is useless right now.
It's true. You plug that into the HDMI in on it. I guess I got to drop down. And then it also has like an output for the HDMI to go into a TV, so you can watch it on the TV while you play. Well, I guess we're doing this again. Do you do streaming, Aaron? I forget.
Abster, I love you. Rabbit's
Let's
race.
do the raid.
Why?
Make some money.
Make some money?
Money.
Why? Why?
Money.
Why?
Skip it.
You don't have to collect all of that.
I know, but I want it. I want the money.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't. Money's useless.
What? Useless.
It's really useless.
Go that way. Yeah.
Yay!
All the
Without
money.
hook shot, this would be really hard without the hook shot.
I wonder, like, what is this area for? Ooh, there's a treasure chest over there. Need that. Obbies. Although I feel like maybe we
Seriously?
missed the boat.
Seriously?
Ha! Missed the raft on that. Can you check the chat? Can you check the chat, Max?
What?
Can you check the chat, please?
What kind of capture card do you have?
Okay. I just want to make sure we didn't miss anything.
Get the arrow.
Oh, I'm trying. Yeah, there we go. That way. Go that way.
Go that way.
No, go the other way.
Go that way. Get the treasure.
Go the other
Get
way.
the treasure hook shot.
Yeah, he's not gonna do it. Your mother said she loves you too.
But it's not but it's just like the number two. Why would she use the number two?
She's just being silly.
Oh. And she just used the letter U for the U.
Yeah. That's pretty silly, huh? That way, yes.
You want all of that, do you?
Yeah, I want all of it. I want it all.
Did you get the chest?
No. We'll figure that out some other time.
I really want to go on a race with Kingston again someday.
Oh, yeah? You did a race with Kingston?
Oh wait, no we didn't. Or maybe we did.
Oh, rude.
You didn't know Emmys can hurt you on rafts?
Apparently so.
Get the ferret.
Okie doke.
No, I mean with the fairy bottle.
Oh, we already have a fairy in a bottle. Got a fairy in a bottle, baby.
Got a fairy in a bottle already, baby. Oh, my little sweet baby, Nathan Dad.
What?
Oh, my sweet little baby dad.
Baby dad, huh?
Yep.
He's a baby dad.
I mean like the father of a baby. That's what I mean.
The father. My phone died on me. I don't stream, but sorry, let me. Still got hit. Thought about it and looked into capture cards. It's pretty fun. A buddy of mine talked me into starting, and it's been an awesome way for Max and I to hang out and get some guy time, you know.
Yeah. No activities. No chores. Just gameplay.
That's right. No chores, just gameplay.
Hey,
go through here?
Yeah.
Sure. Hold on. You need to wipe your hands off. Got grossness on them. Hey, get out of here. Okay,
Yeah,
get
that's
on my
better.
face. Hold on.
I have 10 fingers on one hand.
Okay, here. Go up there. Now I just have to wait for Vivian to get older. Yep. How old is she now? I am awful with like birth dates and really anything outside of like my
We have to
immediate
go in
bubble.
here?
Yeah. We gotta fight that guy. Let's see if the hook shot does anything to him. Well, knocks him back. Jump.
Right, just back.
Get the feeling this is going to be tragic. You gonna do
I
anything?
can't hurt him. You do it. Beat him.
Hmm. This probably does nothing. That did nothing. Boo.
Try the bow and arrow set.
Oh, I think it'd just be a waste.
A waste of what?
Just go ahead and let him kill us.
What?
Squish.
Why'd you do that? It's that sweet.
Because there's no way out. Retry.
We're not
Retry.
gonna defeat him if we don't get all the items.
Yeah, I think we're missing something that we need to fight him.
Yeah, probably. We definitely are, by the way. Hey, check the items.
How do we get up here?
Check the items.
Hold on. Please don't.
Is Link always wearing pajamas, which is his green tunic?
I don't think they're pajamas, but yes, in most games, he wears the green tunic. In Breath of the Wild, you can change what he wears.
Yep. The only game that you can change is clothes. Did you know you can do that in Super Mario Odyssey?
I think you can change his clothes in Wind Waker too. Like, once. Actually, you start out in different clothes in Wind Waker. And then you get given the green uniform that Link wears.
The green tunic?
On your birthday. From Grandmummy. Ah, I always go in here and I forget that there's nothing. Nothing! The bombs aren't effective if he jumps on them? No, unfortunately. I've laid like 100 bombs in there.
And
Trying
we
to-
tried all our items
trying to get him to, like,
except
jump
for the
on
bow and
'em or-
arrow set.
Walk into them. I think we're missing an item or something for it.
For what? The arrow and arrow set?
No, for beating that guy. I feel like we need to go there, but I don't. Gross.
It's funny! Funny! Funny!
Oh. What did this say? Shrine. The island's secret in the shrine.
Wait, there's another island in this?
I thought maybe that was talking about, the ocarina, which we already have.
What's the shrine?
don't know.
It's not as fun as being with my family than being here with you. Just with
I don't understand.
It's not as fun as being with my whole family instead of just being with you.
You're saying you'd rather be with just me than with our whole family?
No, I'm saying I'd rather be with the whole family instead of just you.
Oh, I see. I'm not as fun.
Oh, you're like 1,000% fun.
But
But what?
who sent me a message?
Can I send a message after?
Oh, it was your mother. It is time for bed. That is disappointing. We only got one shrine. Or, one shrine? Yeah, I guess.
Aww.
Cheer up. All is not lost.
I don't wanna stop.
Oh, no!
I don't wanna stop now.
Well, unfortunately, we can't play all night.
I wish we could.
Well, I have to go to work tomorrow, and you have school.
You to school.
Stop that.
Blue guy! Ah! Alert! Alert!
Oh,
Blue guy,
no!
Alert!
What have I done?
I don't want to stop now.
Sit up.
Hi, everybody.
Max, you can go ahead and leave the room if you're going to be a problem about this.
I'm not gonna be a problem.
Sound like you're being a problem.
Hey, I feel like there was more viewers than just 5 a long time ago.
A long time ago there was, yeah.
So, not everybody will get to say bye?
Well, some people have already left. Oh, look at that.
Oh, that is hilarious.
I didn't know he would follow us off the edge.
You didn't know he would fall off the edge.
I did not. Aha, this is a new area. Aha!
This
Look
is
at that.
probably where we should go.
It says a face keyhole. I wonder where we get the face key. Welp! Unfortunately, that is a mystery for next time. Let's go ahead and save. We got the marimba.
What's a marimba?
The last instrument that we got there. Man, this is gonna be really tough to finish to finish this before Christmas. Only streaming 1 day a week.
I don't want to do school tomorrow.
Well, that is not your choice. You gotta do school. Just like I gotta go to work.
I wish I didn't ever have to go to school and I could just make my own game already.
How are you going to make a game if you don't know? You don't know how.
Well, there won't be like any math in it.
Oh, my boy. How mistaken you are. You have to know all kinds of math.
Even subtraction or addition?
Yes.
Those are both kinds.
Those are... No, there's way more kinds than that. Those are the easiest kinds of math you would have to know for making a video game. I promise. Well, would you like to tell everyone good night?
Good night.
Mommy said maybe you can throw in a Saturday stream next week, even though it's my birthday weekend.
Yay!
Man, I can't do it now. You make me feel all guilty about it.
Guilty?
Yeah.
What's guilty?
It's when you feel bad because of something you did. Careful.
I like load. Do you like load?
You see the chat?
Yeah. Oh, good night. Good night, whatever
That's
real
Uncle
name
Aaron.
is what?
Uncle Aaron.
Oh, good night, Uncle Aaron. Can I send the chat?
You what?
How do you
No, I don't need to.
adios?
Okay, you want to say goodnight to everybody?
How do you spell adios?
Yeah, wait, there you go.
It smells like poop.
It does smell like poop.
How do you spell adios?
I'll tell you after, okay?
Hmm.
All right. Say goodnight.
Good night.
Good night.